Hello and welcome back to Dragonlance, Shadow of the Dragon Queen, here on Dork Tales. I hope you're all doing well tonight. I'm Kelly, your dungeon master. Are you seeing him? And I'm very excited to be here tonight with four of my favorite players, because Chris will not be joining us tonight because his partner Caitlin has decided, well, no, it's not true. Their baby has decided to arrive about 3 weeks early. So they're going and taking care of that right now. In fact, I can see Blogg in the chat right now. So congratulations in advance, Chris and Caitlin. I will spend a something good happens for the childbirth when it comes. Bing. There, I spent it back at you. But congratulations. Best of luck. Chris will be joining us in a couple weeks when the whole life thing has calmed down a little bit and they get like the baby on a sleeping routine, hopefully. But until then, Godfrey is going to be a little out of service, but we'll be okay with that. We figured it out. We figured it out.
We'll miss you, Blogg, but also, yay, you're having a baby. That's exciting.
And if Caitlin is conscious and listening to this, hi Caitlin, congrats. Keep relaxing when you can. I imagine you're as comfortable as you can be.
You got this, mama.
All right, let's do a round of intros. Some other announcements that are far less important than that baby coming, and then we'll hop into game. So, Christine.
Hello, I'm Christine. I use she, her pronouns, and tonight I'm playing Kalara Vingard, our human cleric of Mystical. And congratulations and good luck, Blogg and Caitlin.
Nice. All right, down to Robin.
Right, yeah, because
Chris isn't here.
Hello, everyone. I'm Robin. I use she, her pronouns, as does Rizira, Moonbrush, our Kender swashbuckler rogue, and second gen gamer in the chat. And yeah, you got this, you two. Congrats. It's super exciting.
Nice.
Hopefully, it is a relatively relatively painless experience.
I'm leaving that in. Someone clip that.
No!
I was also thinking, Robin, that your chat name means something completely different if we ever get you into a Vampire the Masquerade game.
Why?
I'll tell you later.
It's so good.
Just look up Vampire Generations Masquerade. Just Google it. Over to Cal.
Hello. My name is Cal. I use he, him pronouns, and I am playing the mysterious elf bard Orintiros. And I wish, I'm wishing our absent fighter a very, and his partner, a very smooth life-bringing process.
That was the most elven way you could.
I tried to think of like the crystal. I tried to harness my crystal mom. My mom was one of those people. Crystal mom like energy to reflect the elf kind, but came out weird. So here I am.
That's it's supposed to though, right?
Yeah.
It wouldn't be right otherwise. All right, finally, last but not least, over to Jen.
Hey, I'm Jen. I use she, her pronouns, and I am playing Hazel Nightgranite, our dwarf lunar sorcerer who also uses she, her pronouns. And congrats to Chris and Caitlin. Yeah, it's gonna be good. And
it's gonna be.
Hope you guys have a great night.
So a couple things that we are going to discuss, just quick scheduling stuff. If you're a fan of our Call of the Netherdeep series, you're probably aware that Caitlin and Chris are both players in that. The finale was supposed to be this Sunday, and that has been postponed. That'll be happening sometime in March, probably on a Saturday. If we can make it work, I will be in touch. So be sure to stick around the Discord and follow us on social media to see when that's going to be coming. Besides that, what other big things are happening? Jen, you ran your first game of Technocracy to a resounding success, so that'll be on the public space in about 3-ish months. But if you want to see it early, you can go to patreon.com/dorktales right now, and for $5 a month, you can watch that and all the other content that is in early access, which will soon include, as of next month, Robin, you have a game that you're going to be running next month. And then if we get that up, quick reminder that if we get that up to 130, 135, what did he say? 150? I said we got to see if Becklin survived. Because I jokingly said
Oh,
that.
right. That was
135,
130?
130? 150? Get us up to 150 Patreons and Becklin will return. That's what I will say. But also you'll get a Star Trek Adventures game ran by Bunny Hearted.
I thought 130 was back then. 150 was
we're already at
We're all joking. Are we? Ooh.
Yeah, we have been for a while. So
nice.
I wouldn't do it for
200
negative.
was Airbender.
200's Airbender. I know, get you in another game for that. You and Bryn in a game would be ridiculous. Oh my
Dangerous.
God.
It's like playing with fire.
It's like playing with fire and gasoline. Yeah, right. And then the last thing that I wanted to say about that is that blah 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 blah. Oh, and other fun stuff. If you want to see me somewhere else, I am going to be over at Dead Aussie Gamers channel this Friday doing a charity stream of this really cool world called Malifaux. It's kind of like Deadlands in many ways, that I'm a cowboy, and it's going to be fun. That's going to be at 3 p.m. Pacific this Friday. So hopefully you'll see me over there at Dead Aussie Gamers. So with that, any other announcements? Any other things besides the baby announcement? No? All right. So tonight we're gonna hop in. We're gonna do everything we can tonight. Quick note though that I've got 10 hurt the Moors, so I guess somebody better punch you. The game might be a little shorter tonight, depending, because I had to rework a couple of little things, but not really that much. So, Chris, Caitlin, you guys have a phenomenal evening. Enjoy welcoming your newest family member, and we will see you next time. And with that, let's hop into Dragonlance, Shadow of the Dragon Queen, here on Dork Tales. When last we left you, you were inside of the refugee camp, set outside of the walls of Kalaman. There, you healed Levna Kalara. Orontiros learned about hugging. The rest went on a small quest to go and purchase supplies and deliver a scroll to Wyan, that rather caustic black-robed mage that runs an apothecary to the southwest of town. Around the gates, you gathered your things and went to meet with Marshal Vendry. And as you began walking toward the main gate again, the 400 refugees finding comfortable lodging in the old wooden houses that exist outside of the city gates, you're going to hear a familiar voice call out, high-pitched and youthful, "Kalara!" Your brother Landon will call from a nearby building. "Where you going?"
Work.
"Don't you got work to do here?"
This is for that.
Okay, well, where do you want your... Should I just put your bedroll wherever? Like, this is our... This is the house they gave us.
Just pick a space.
Pick you a crap space. Fine.
She'll give him a look and just...
I can hear you.
You're gonna hear me. I'm farting all over you. Anyway, Kern is... Have you seen Kern?
Not yet.
Okay, if you see him, tell him to come back here, because I can't do any setup without you guys. You'll just make me move stuff. It's not cool. Good for me? He has nothing to throw. All of his possessions burned in the fire. I was going to throw a tomato, but I don't have any food. So he's just going to glare at you. You suck! And he's gonna slam the shutters of the old house, which are gonna... One of them's just going to fall off its top hinge.
It's the only house we're getting. Don't break it. Just
He
gonna
stomps
keep
off.
going.
Okay. All right. Godfrey's going to turn back and... Is he okay?
He's a teenager.
Okay. Not my place. Not my place.
Better that he's irritated than worrying over whatever I'm going to do.
Yeah. Okay. That's...
Then you try and sneak along and follow us, and that's not good.
That's fair. Okay. Well, let's get to work. Are you guys doing anything besides heading toward Castle Kalaman?
I had said last game that after we were looking for Jen's or Hazel's thing, that Riz would try and find a blacksmith to find a rapier before we left town.
Sounds good. So you bumped out of town. So I'm gonna assume that you kind of like that slipped your head on the way out, but on the way in, you do remember that there was a blacksmith on the way in, kind of just a bit north of the main road toward Castle Kalaman. So you can actually stop on your way. Heading inside of the city, you are going to hear the sound of the rhythmic striking at hammer strike forges. Sound of the city bell and the city market are in the distance, but it's the sound of that rhythmic striking of steel. And as you head over that way, you'll see a pair of dwarves who are absolutely related. Hazel, you can tell for sure. But the rest of you see two dwarves who are very alike in composition. Oh my god, really? I didn't read their name before now. That's great. One male dwarf with a large, kind of ruddy, veiny nose over a slowly silver streaking black beard that is braided and tucked into his belt to prevent it from catching fire near the forge. The other, a similarly bulbous-nosed female dwarf who instead has her hair in a very ornate black set of braids that loops around and around again, almost as thick as the type of rope you'd need to moor a galleon. Both of them are working the forge pretty hard, but it looks like the man is working on, looks like some rivets for armor pieces, and you can see that as she is going around, she immediately takes a look at you, headed her way, holds up a finger with a big leather-gloved hand and goes, "One moment," and quenches a greatsword into the oil. That'll keep. What can I do for you? Welcome to Hammerstrike Forge.
Hello, I'm Rizira, and
Candor, keep your hands away from the counter.
I was just looking to purchase a rapier from you if you had one available.
A rapier? For you?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What's a Kender likely to do with a rapier? Shouldn't you have a hoopak? What kind of Kender doesn't have a hoopak? Apparently this one.
I probably should. I didn't ever get one. And I don't have stats for that on a D&D Beyond sheet.
Who uses D&D Beyond these days?
I know, right? But character creation, I didn't know what a hoopak. I couldn't find stats for one.
I'm sorry, I don't speak Kender.
Yeah, I do. I have tried a hoopak before, but I do prefer to get a little close and stabby sometimes.
Can we presume that Torrentiros is?
I'm assuming you guys are
right?
all trailing and just kind of like watching from a distance, but you can walk right up to this as well. You have no idea what Rizira's saying in Kender. It was this all stuff about something about beyond, do not disturb beyond, something like that. I don't know.
You've said hoopak so many times. What are you? What is a hoopak?
Well, it's like a combination of a slingshot and a stab thing. It's quite unique. It's a bit like a quarterstaff as well. It's kind of just a very unique, unique device, and most Kender have them. I've been ashamed that I don't have one. I just haven't found a good one yet.
Do you want a
You haven't
hoopak?
found a good hoopak.
Do I want one?
Aye, do you want one?
Yeah, do you have one?
Aye, we've got one. A Kender came here and stole a bunch of daggers, but they left behind their hoopak.
Uh-huh. Well, if
Hold
you
on.
have that as well.
Cadmus, where did we put that one? I don't rightly know. This is literally his name. If you're fans of Shards of Nirn, you'll get why this is funny. But yeah. His name is Cadmus Hammerstrike. So
That's
almost spelled
hilarious.
identically, which is just great. I don't really know. I think it's in the back. I can check for it, but you need to keep my bellows hot. Aye, well, I'm kind of keeping my eyes on a Kender right now. Well, I can't get a hoopak if you don't keep that on. You,
Oh, I could.
you stay
I can
behind the
help.
bar.
All right.
You, dwarf,
You've
you with this one?
Yes.
no, they're with me.
Me.
What would an elf know about keeping a forge hot? Don't you use your elven magic to cold forge shite?
Oh, absolutely. I have absolutely no idea.
Inferior craftsmanship, but you! Come over here if you're with your friend. Keep stamping on this thing. Keep the bellows hot. You know how to do it, right?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Hazel, you're allowed to say no.
They give you a look up and down. You're not from... You're a mountain dwarf. Where are you from, stranger? They say in Dwarvish to you.
They're Barden. Of course.
Of course. You're serious. In a robe? Well, the strangeness of this society never end. Don't
Been asking myself the same question.
Don't ensorcel. Don't ensorcel my bellows. The last thing I need is
Okay.
a renegade tainting the place. Oh, Cadmus, be nice.
Tis true,
I
though.
won't
We do
ensorcel
live
your
in a
bellows.
society.
You speak Dwarven as well, Laurentius?
Oh, this whole thing was in Dwarven?
This last bit, yes.
Oh,
So
never
it's been
mind.
like,
Just
"Och,
pretend
Nick,
that I'm
Bonach."
just pretend I'm badly imitating them. Ich bin dick.
Oh, what are you doing, Arentiris?
I don't know. I thought I was picking up Dwarven. I don't have the tongue for it.
You haven't picked it up in all the time we've traveled together.
I'm going to check that back.
Here, let me try. Ich bin ein Dwarfen Orienteros.
I've heard worse.
No. Maybe I should just quit while I'm ahead.
Oh, also, while you're looking for a hoopak and potentially a rapier, I would be willing to. I don't know if you'd want this, but I could trade in my short sword for it as well. I won't be really needing it if
Alright,
I
let
get
me
a
see it.
rapier instead.
Put it on the bar. What have we got? Where'd you get the short sword? Is it just the one that you purchased?
It was a character creation.
Okay, character creation. We're going to say that takes a look at it. Craftsmanship's human. From the Southlands, eh?
Yeah, I believe I picked it up there.
Alright.
Actually paid for it, if you're wondering. I didn't steal it.
Oh, participating in commerce. How strange. Hey, I think we
Yes,
could probably...
how strange. I know.
Hey, keep up the bellows, if you don't mind. Hazel, can you please do me a favor and give me a Constitution check? So it's going to be Constitution and blacksmith tools if you have blacksmith tools. I'm going to say it's probably just Constitution.
God, no.
And I'm going to spend a hurt them more to give you disadvantage.
Cool. As I go to help with the bellows, I am like leaning my warhammer against the forge, just so that it's there.
Okay. Sounds good. Did you botch?
That was a natural 20 and a 5.
Oh. Okay. So you
Plus 3 is 8. So.
Okay, so you're doing pretty well at first. Like, you're like, okay, it's not that hard. It's a foot bellow, so a nice foot pump that you're just... And you're actually, like, what's your Constitution score? It's pretty high, right?
17.
17? So you're pretty hardy. So after a minute, you get, like, the rhythm of this. You're like, yeah, this is pretty easy. And you start leaning into it a little too hard. Your rhythm goes up a bit too much, and then as you hear the door in the back go, let's see, I've got a hoop pack. Holy gods! Oriox is burned! You are going to go, what? And you're going to see the bellows have ignited and are sending like a 2-foot high flame directly above the coals.
See, I was gonna, if it wasn't this, I was going to try and save it with Firebolt, but apparently that won't help here.
Can you please make me a dex save?
Yes,
Because
sure.
you're working a bellows with a lot of clothing on right now.
Yep. That is a 17.
A 17. Okay, so I'm going to say that the hem of your robe is going to kind of start to spark and catch fire, but you're going to be able to jump back and bat it out before it does too much damage to anything aside from the hem. Nothing that a quick mending spell won't fix.
I would like to, if the fire's still like kind of raging, can I use my cantrip control flames?
Yes, you may.
Just to bring it down.
All right, so how do you do that? Like, do you just like, is it verbal and somatic? What do you do for that?
Yeah, so because I'm not using meta magic, I am gonna grab my warhammer and just go down, boy, at the fire.
Cadmus is going to like drop the hoop back. It's going to go, and as it falls, it kind of makes this noise as it hits the ground and kind of bounces around for a second. Kind of this warbling kind of whistle noise as it hits the ground. Very, very haunting sound. And he's going to rush over to the fort. Hey, what? What? I told you not to ensorcel the flame. What did you do?
No, you told me not to ensorcel the bellows. The flame is different.
Make me a persuasion roll. Make me a persuasion roll.
Well, that is a 16 plus 6 for a 22.
I just like a Thorbarden dwarf. To be technically right. Aye, the best kind of right. Quiet, cousin. Fine, the hoopak's here. He's gonna keep an eye on the forge. Well, that rivet's ruined, but I can make another one in about 5 minutes. Alright, hoopak! He smacks it down on the counter, and as he does, again. Neat trick with your hammer. What is that, some type of magical doohickey?
That's the technical term, yes.
See, I almost said thingamabobber. But I know better.
And that would have been incorrect.
I'm very learned. You'll find that, you'll find that there's a much more welcoming world out here. And then he'll switch to Dwarven and say to you, I hate to pass this along to you. Mulara's Oddities. If you're looking for something a bit more specialized to drink, head there, but watch your purse.
And then back in Dwarven. Thank you.
And he'll pop back to Common. All right, I'm back to work. Cousin, can you take care of this? I've got it. Let's see, a hoop pack, and I've got a rapier. I've got one with a filigree. Oh, a nice one. And she'll kind of like test it for you. I've got this one, and I've got this one. This one's got a better basket handle, and this one's a little bit more guard focused. They're both expertly crafted. Not too much different in price. And tell you what, if you trade in the short sword, I'll make them the same price. Which do you prefer?
All right, yeah. Oh, I think I'd go for the one that's a little bit more filigree on it. I'm kind of a deal. I'm Queen of the Kinder, as you must know.
Oh, Queen of the Kender. Well, my liege, this hoopak you see here is made this is Kenderholm oak, if I'm not mistaken. See the way that the wood grain just kind of swirls a bit. And I'm pretty sure that's auroch leather, making the actual sling component of the hoopak. Top notch. If you take this off our hands, let's see. Well, you made my cousin scream, so I'm gonna knock off a steal for that. I'll say grand total with the hoopak, 35 steel coins.
Well, that is a little bit steep for me, but do you think we can make it a 30? After all, not many kinder come around here, and I don't tend to see lots of other humanoids using hoopaks much, so it's not gonna move very fast on your shelf.
Make me a persuasion roll.
All right,
Humanoids?
human folk. I think human.
Orintiros is going to turn to Hazel and be like, humanoids? Are those
Avoid the
little
humanoid.
humans?
Persuasion.
I thought those were humanlets.
Oh, that's going to be a dirty 20.
All right, we'll see what I can do for that. I'm gonna spend hurt them more because I've got 8 of them now left.
Oh God.
You had a dirty 20?
Yep.
So your offer was 30?
30 steel.
I mean, for the basket hilt, I mean, it's a bit cheap, don't you think? I mean, look at the craftsmanship on that. Do the lot of you need anything else? Arrows or whetstones or blade oil?
Could use a few more arrows.
32. And I'll throw in an entire quiver full of arrows.
Rizira will hold out her hand and then make sure the other one is high above her head. I think you got yourself a deal.
All right. She'll shake on it, and we'll give you your goods. And actually, she'll throw in some blade oil and a whetstone as well,
Nice.
just to make sure that you're nice and happy about your purchase. Well, anything else I can do for you?
I'm good. I don't know if anyone else needs it. Rizira will look around.
Do they have any wares out on display?
They do. So actually, as you're walking up, so they're both beside one side of the forge, and you can see that like it's actually a set of forge buildings that are across the street from each other down this like side street. One of them is kind of like, well, one of them is actually has like a little close sign on it at the moment, but it's got a bunch of like, it looks like Cadmus's side is under renovations at the moment. It also has it looks like he's more of an armorer from the looks of it, from what the work he's doing behind the counter over here as well. But over on his side of the street, back behind you, there's all sorts of wares, everything that covers like nails to wagon wheels, and just anything that is not like straight up equipping the army is more on that side right now.
Okay.
What are you looking for?
I don't know. I'm more like just kind of like if they have neat stuff out, she might be interested in looking at something, and if something caught her attention, but there's not really anything in particular.
Anything you need? She leans across the counter at you.
Oh,
You look bored, girly.
no, not really.
You looking for something pretty, like a little bauble for this one to buy you?
Who?
I don't know, one of the fuzzy-headed ones.
No, I was just looking to see what you had.
Hmm.
Already made it. Anything caught my attention?
Well, if you head over, there are a few places in town that you could find. The city markets in town. You're new around here, right? You're one of the,
From Vogler.
I can see the pattern on your dress. What is that, a kingfisher?
Yeah.
Vogler. Head into the city market. If you head into the city market, you'll be able to find whatever you're looking for. As my cousin already mentioned to your friend here, Mayulara's Oddities. It's a little shop on the other side of town, and well, it's ran by a kender. All sorts of weird things there.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Aye, just be careful when you're in there. It's easy to make the place into a bit of a lost and found. If you don't.
Well,
Yeah,
I don't really have much, so.
Oh, yeah. She's gonna wince a little when you say that.
Nice.
Aye, you know, honestly, you're all traveling together. Honestly, you've taken the hoopak off my hands, to be honest. And honestly, I couldn't, to be honest, shite.
You really like to be honest, I can tell.
We dwarves are very honest.
Of course.
Tell you what, 30 was a fair deal, even with the arrows, I think. You folks have had a rough week. We'll call it even at 30. And she'll push 2 steel coins back across the counter, taking a nice long look at any part of your clothing that is soot-stained or torn.
That's very
thank you.
generous.
What, cousin, what are you do? They give no refund. No refunds! We need the money to get the shop back up and running. Ever since the water damage, I've been working... Cousin, we're fine. They switch into Dwarven and start bickering. They're the ones from Vogler. Can't you tell? Look how desperate they look. They look threadbare. That one doesn't look like she's eaten at all. Look, she's all skin and bones. I think that's just how they look. They're humans. Well, then all the more reason to fatten them up. Then they'll come back and buy armor or have to get their armor restretched, you idiot. She's not even
Kalara's just kind
armor.
of poking at a chain shirt that's on display or something. Just kind
See,
of
she's looking at armor right now.
feeling how heavy it is.
It's pretty heavy. It's pretty heavy.
She thinks she could probably handle
You
it.
you totally could.
It's medium, so yeah, I know I can, but...
Besides, whose fault was it that you had the water damage in the first place? Or it was the Cooper's fault. Why'd you hire a Cooper to do that anyway? he made a good offer. Well, stop trying to go for a discount. It actually gets someone who's actually qualified to do your thatching. Get a thatcher. You know that Common's my second language. I'm not really very good at the names that end in er. These back and forth and back and forth. Rizira.
Quick question. Yeah, while we're out of character. I've been trying to find
Who's out of character? I'm in multiple
online.
characters.
Well, yes. No, I meant out of character.
So what we're gonna do
Did
is
Dragonlance book give any stats for a Hoopak? Because
No.
I found some like older versions. Okay.
So what we're gonna do, I'm pretty sure that it is available inside of some stuff on ttrpg or Dungeon Masters Guild. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go acquire that after game today.
Yeah. Cool.
In the meanwhile, basically assume that it functions as a quarterstaff that also can be used as a sling.
Cool. What is a quarterstaff?
So quarterstaff is 1d8, probably 1d6 bludgeoning, 1d8 with two hands, and a
Okay.
sling is
1d4.
1d4 at a range of 30, 120.
Okay. Cool.
So, and it can also
do that
probably
one
has like a
time.
sound effect too, because when a Hoopak kind of makes a warbling noise when you spin it, that's kind of spectral and spoopy doopy.
Yep.
I imagine
Spoopy-doopy.
it's kind of like the Aztec like death whistle. You ever hear that?
Yeah.
I think so. Something like that. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, Orintiros is going to approach and kind of. Do they have any lighter armor, or are they kind of like heavy armor? Like
He's got
for
all sorts of
soldiers and-
armor here.
Oh. Okay, so they're also like leather workers and. All right.
Yeah. Yeah. The Cadamus does that a ton.
Kind of leather armor do you two outfit, if you have any that would fit someone of my physique, that is?
I think we can do that. Let's see. You're pretty slim, but I think I probably could. I absolutely can. Let's see. You're looking for what? Studded leather?
If possible, I've seemed to have found myself enrolled in some sort of possible.
Don't worry. We'll get you studded out. No problem. All right. So he's going to take your measurements real quick. 1 second. The chat is reminding me that Hoopak actually is listed inside of the magic items and gear and magic items section here. So Robin, I've sent you a picture of the Hoopak in. It is literally the exact thing I told you, but it is finesse. Its range is 4160, and there
sweet.
is, and you ignore ammunition when you are
nice.
using melee range. So it's literally it's literally just a sling, and they took out its special warbly ability. But I'll see if that exists inside of any of the online stuff.
Cool. Sweet. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Where's so he'll quickly size you up, and does it feel strange being an elf buying armor made by a dwarf?
Not until you mentioned it, truthfully.
I mean, that's the problem. Once you sample quality, you'll never go back. They'll never let you back in Sylvan Esty at this rate.
Yes, definitely don't want to go back to that place.
I don't blame you.
You can tell
person-
because of the blonde hair and blue eyes, can't you?
Yeah, you all look alike to me. I just see ears for days.
That's true. We're kind of just like stretched out Kender, really.
Now that you mention it, actually, kind of.
Thinner but taller, yeah.
Yeah.
Or Kender squished down elves.
You think that's
You're
what-
definitely stretched up, Kinder.
Do you think that's
I
what
would
they
think
take
so, too.
things? Perhaps to make up for all of that they lost in the squishening.
We don't take.
Oh, you're
things,
familiar with the
borrow.
squishening.
It's borrowing. All Kinders do it. It's just part of our culture. Just because you don't respect Kinder culture.
Yeah, you should see how many. You should see how many lives she's given back with her blades.
Wait, took them back.
Yeah, she's about borrowing.
All right. Anyway, this will fit you. It's what you've got right there. It's kind of a doeskin brown. Nice, nice brass studs on it. To be honest, they're steel, but they're brassed. And, they're kind of burnished. I think you'll like it. And it should fit you just fine. You might, well, actually, you might want to take it in at the hips a bit. You've got no arse.
You know, I've been
Clara leans
told
back to
this.
look.
I'm supposed to.
She'd
I
never
suppose he
looked
can't see anything behind him.
Oh no, he's right.
It's
I've been
not a
told
bad
to
butt. It's
do,
just like a swimmer's butt. Like it kind of tapers in real tight.
Aerodynamic.
Yeah.
It's
No, this guy he's got no wind resistance on his ass.
like a fish.
I was gonna say, if you get his hair though, his hair's quite wind resistant.
Oh yeah, totally.
Or as Jen pointed out in the chat, Godfrey stole all the ass.
That's true.
All the ass. Wow, I have no idea what I was about to say now.
Oh, he's speechless. Well, tell you what.
That's a
Well, I
rare
was
event.
supposed to do something called squats to fix that issue, but I've never.
Yes, I
I
keep
don't know what
telling
that is.
you.
Is that a type of fruit?
No, it's an exercise.
Exercise. When you make
I've shown you multiple times what this is. You never listen to
The
me.
one where you squat down and bend at your knees, but don't want to bend them too far, and you want to keep your hips.
Hazel starts like doing squats and just like this.
Wait, but then you'd get tired.
That's the point.
But why would? Wait. So you do that repeatedly and you make yourself tired on purpose.
Yes, and then your legs
Hey.
get stronger and you form an
And you get-
ass.
A butt, yeah. I bet Godfrey did a lot of squats.
He absolutely did, probably in armor.
Yeah, that's
You
why
can
he's
really
a good
tell.
ass.
I-
Just ask Kalara. I'm sure she looks at it quite a lot.
What? I
I mean,
What?
I'm short. We're both short enough. We kind of just are there.
Yeah, you and me
So-
can see easily, but
I-
I've also seen. I bet Kalara takes looks as well. I'm sure she gets a
I
good
do
look at
basic
his ass.
calisthenics. Yeah.
All right, you're here, Godfrey. You've just been so silent. I forgot about that.
I
Who forgot?
sorry. I've been looking at the wares. It's all good stuff.
Thank you.
What? All right, so the dwarf is like, all right, so that's going to be 45 for the studded. You're right, I probably should charge you a surcharge, but I'm not going to. 45, and it's a solid deal.
What about a ma'am charge?
Well, I would have to expand the chest then, and that would be an extra fee.
So it's cheaper for surcharge.
Aye, always. Don't worry, I'm not getting the shaft.
You know, I like you, dwarves. You're the second and third dwarves I've ever met.
How is that possible? Are you new to Ansalon? Absalom? Ansalon? Too many different role-playing worlds at this point. Ansalon. I'm right. I need to stop questioning myself.
Well, I've never actually sat down and had a conversation. You see, I am often given certain looks and avoided.
Do you've got?
I mean, that's on purpose, but
Hey, you've got it on you. The coin.
Orientiros is going to turn to the gang. I have 5 steel coins.
I've been taking what we've been given so far. We have 41 left after mine.
I'm gonna spend
So
something
we have
good happen.
46 altogether.
Hello, friends. It is good to see you here. You'll hear echoing down the street as Dara is going to come traipsing up inside of his plate mail. It is good to see you. What are we doing, Godfrey?
Well, they're explaining what exercise is to me.
Yeah, you definitely do squats as well in your armor, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, verily.
Yeah, do you want to show Orientiros how it's done?
In
He doesn't
mail?
understand.
Yeah, okay. You, hold on. He kind of braces his sword, and, so you bend at the waist, and, clank, clank. And he's gonna drop it. He's gonna drop it like he gets his butt about, plate mail, I must say about 18 inches from the ground. He's gonna be able to get it down that low before he's worried about tipping. And he's gonna be like that, and then you clench, and you raise, and you want to try to push your hips through, right? Like you're doing a lurid dance, I suppose.
I have been told you want to try and like press a button with your butt, and then you want to thrust it forward.
Press a what with?
Press a button with your butt.
Okay, so sorry. Back it up, drop it down,
Yeah.
and thrust forward. Yeah.
and thrust forward.
Back it, drop it, thrust. Back it, drop it, thrust.
I'm so glad that we're doing this in public right now. With
Kalara's
All
just
of my
watching you
friends.
all laughing a little.
In the distance, you're gonna see a couple of old humans walk by. Was Rizira doing the motion? Mm-hmm. Hey, Shorty got low.
I'm already pretty low to start.
So you're buying more equipment. Excellent. I heard a rumor though from the guard at the gate that they do have an armory there that they can outfit us though.
oh,
So if you're having any difficulties here, like there's a good chance that like we can probably be accommodated.
oh. Well, now I feel like I've wasted. I tried to pretend I had remorse for a moment. I apologize.
You did waste my time, but I assume you took some knocks in the travel. It's probably fine. Well, be sure to come back again and enjoy your hoopak.
Thank you. I will.
Thank you. You've been ever so lovely.
And what were your names again?
Oh, me. I'm Cadmus. Nice to
Cadmus.
meet you.
And your cousin, your lovely cousin.
Oh, me? I am on a different page. Hold on.
Oh,
I can
see.
tell that
so
you
you're
and your
reading-
cousin are
yeah,
definitely on different
Yes,
pages.
on a different page. The
I'm on a
classic
different.
dwarven
I'm
name.
on a different page than my cousin. My name's Tyria. Not a particularly
Tyria.
dwarven name, I know, but it's very original and seems
Oh,
it just stands out in this like it's a bad name for a dwarf. I'm sorry.
it's fine. It's a Guild Wars place, so I'm
Is it?
thinking of Guild Wars. Yep.
All right.
Yeah, Tyria is the world.
Yep.
Zawardo. All right.
Ah, Zawarudo. You speak some
Zawarudo.
Elvish, I see.
Yes, of course. It was me, Dio. that's the elven greeting. It was me, Dio. Oh, it was me, Dio.
It was me and Dio.
It's like aloha. It's hello and goodbye.
'Twas me, Dio.
It was me, Dio.
And you have to take a thumb and gesture to yourself.
God damn it. Look, this is what we do without Godfrey in
It's
the party.
canon now.
It's canon.
Yep. It's
Yeah, this is
canon.
what we do with our dad.
Well,
Yeah.
Weiss and Hickman, write it in, please. Okay.
All right, so I couldn't help but to overhear some of you. They directed Hazel. You know, I haven't picked up the dwarf, but when they were speaking to the Kender, they mentioned going somewhere that was run by a Kender.
Yes.
There's another place in
The
town
name I
called
can't remember.
Meulara's Oddities. It's, if you go past the keep, it's all the way basically in the harbor. It's a weird little shop, all sorts of strange things in it. Trinkets, things from all over Crane. Strange prices on everything too. Some things are very reasonable, some things are just almost random. As if she just picked by, like, I don't know, randomly generating how much things would cost.
On some sort of table that they make up.
You know, if she did, that would probably be convenient, but it seems like she's just rolling dice randomly and assigning price at a variable because nobody bothered to make a table.
You know the Kender.
That seems like a lot of extra
like
work.
Honestly, I think we should just, do the Kender way and just borrow things for a bit. We'll bring them back when we're done with it. We
I
could
mean,
just
those
borrow
numbers probably don't
items.
mean anything. You probably,
Exactly.
like we said, probably couldn't just borrow things.
Probably. Well, we're gonna get back to work. We've got lots of armor and weapons to make for you lot. She's gonna gesture over to where Darrett's standing. Yes. Come with me. We can head back up to see the marshal, and then you should be able to go on your business afterward.
Oh, all right. We should probably see the marshal now that we've stocked up. Unless we think we need to stock up at the other place.
I think we should follow Darrett. I'm sorry, Marshall is one of Kalara's brothers?
What?
No, the marshal's
Marshall?
The marshal.
The marshal is who we spoke to at the meeting at the keep.
Imagine being so high on one's own ego that you put a "the" before your name.
It's not his
title.
name.
It's a what?
It's a title or Interos. Title. Like Lord.
Or the governor. We spoke to the governor as well.
Or the mayor?
Oh, right.
Or the mayor.
Orontiros,
What is a marshal?
Are you feeling fine? Yeah, Orontiros, are you doing okay? Says Godfrey. You seem like you might have had, you seem very confused, my friend. Yeah, are you doing okay?
Yeah, yes, of course. Well, you see, I've recently decided to consider the lot of you friends, and so I am admitting things I have gone on many decades not knowing. But I can go back to pretending I know everything if you prefer.
No, I'm honestly liking the sight of you. A little bit of
too.
honesty.
It is a very good side. My friend.
Yes, I usually just pretend I know everything. I've gotten away with it for a long time, believe it or not.
I mean, it's all about confidence, right? If you can sell it like I know everyone. I know you guys know I'm not like Candor Queen, but you have the confidence to sell it.
Wait. You're not royalty?
Royalty?
All right,
Yeah.
you swore. Yes, I'm royal. I am royal. Totally. That knighthood I gave you is totally real.
Did you knight Darrett as well?
I'd not. Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
then let-
Clara's just
he's
rolling
like-
her eyes in the corner.
That's right. Sorry. It's been
Who
a
I
week.
was it?
knighted
was Godfrey?
Godfrey, Darrett,
Godfrey, Darrett,
and
and Orontiros.
Orontiros. Yep.
And Hazel refused. I remember that.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, if we may, let's go see what we have in store. I'm very eager to get to work.
Yeah, I do want to go to this oddities place, but let's
I
find
mean,
out what we're
yeah.
supposed to do.
Excellent. You totally can't go to the oddities place, which will require a lot of improv because they gave me nothing to work with. But that's fine. I'm happy to improv it. So
I will just be trying to lift things, borrow
totally
things.
do it. It's gonna be so many skill challenges. I'm gonna need a heist book.
Yes.
All right, making your way back, you will head across town. Once again, you are going to make your way up into the castle grounds, and it is there, inside of the castle proper, that you will find yourself in Marshal Vendry's office. Now, Marshal Vendry's office is sparse. It holds little more than a desk heaped with documents, shelves lined with rolled scrolls, and a board on which is pinned a map of the surrounding province of Nightland. Vendry stands as you enter. The doors... She stands and looks at you. Thank you for coming. I won't mince words. We're in the dark regarding the dangers that I fear are fast approaching our gates, and your role will be to change that. But first, you must have questions. Grab a seat. Wine? Water? Watered wine? That's about all I've got right now.
Sure, I'll have a glass of wine. I was wondering if you had anything to eat. I've been craving the fish pies from Vogler.
I've got bread.
That'll work. Can soak it in the wine. That is tasty.
Sure. She's gonna slap down a half-eaten, like half-stale loaf of bread. So, what can I do for you? What questions do you have?
Well, what do you want from us? I guess you told us to report when we're ready to help.
There. Well, you're going to be serving as a highly specialized squad. It's going to be dedicated to meeting challenges that my troops can't address. To that end, I'm going to be paying each of you. You get a week's salary in advance, which, I guess I might as well. She sets down a bag of coins on the table and begins counting out 5 steel coins to each of you. And after today, you're going to be going to my clerk for any additional payments. But I figured it would be smarter to have a little bit on hand to show you that I mean business up front. On top of that, you'll have access to any equipment, armor, anything you need from the castle's armory on the first floor. Besides that, since we spoke earlier, I've had a couple dozen volunteers from Vogler come and hit me up for work. I'm currently trying to figure out the best way to use them. They're pretty enthusiastic, but I have no idea of their skill levels. So, I'm still working out the details of your first assignment. I should have it for you by tonight or first thing in the morning. On second thought, you've had a rough night. A rough day and night. You're not going to be much use to Kalaman if you're exhausted, so I want you to take the rest of the day to acclimatize yourself. Report back here in the morning, after you've rested, and I should have the mission parameters ready by then. In the meanwhile... I want to show you.
You said we get our own our locations. Will that be in the the barracks with the other knights?
Come with me. And she'll push her chair in and walk out and past you. Come on, follow me. Oh, and one more thing. Sir Darrett and Sir Godfrey. I have a secondary task for each of you. Both of you report to my clerk. He'll give you all the details, and I'll check in with you shortly. I have a special task for you. Yes, that would be, thank you, sir. Yeah, thank you, sir. Godfrey kind of casts a look in your direction, lingering a bit on Kalara. I guess, I'll see you later.
Good luck.
Yeah, best of luck.
Thanks.
Yeah, don't go out having all the fun and adventures without me. Only boring tasks.
I'll be with you shortly. Check in with my clerk, Hansel, down the hall. Yeah, okay. Bye. Bye. And they are both going to head out. With that, she is going to take you around and give you a quick tour of the castle. Walking through, she'll take you to the first floor, which is where the initial council meeting was. There are various government offices here, a small library, and the armory. Anybody who wants can be outfitted with anything from the player's handbook that is a mundane piece of weapon or an armor of light or medium variety.
I think Clara might look into adding some stuff to her outfit because it's just like a blouse and skirt.
Sure, you absolutely can at any time you want to. You can come back later and do it, or do it right now. Doesn't matter to me.
Let's just do it later then.
Okay. She takes you up to the second floor, which is where her office was. Up to the third floor. Over here, this is where the castle guards should launch. This is where your sirs are going to be staying. I think it's good if they spend some time with the rest of the guard. But you, and she takes you up to the top floor, the fourth floor of the building. And as she does, she opens a pair of broad double doors with a opening to a very large, unused, quite dusty and in disrepair, but serviceable ballroom. And this is you. Now, the fourth floor of the castle is definitely in need of repair. It has not been used in probably a generation or so. A lot of it is just covered in cobwebs or bits of furniture that have drapes put over them, dust cloths, things like that. But this broad ballroom was once quite lovely. Here you can see that, well, it was once a small ballroom. Rows of pillars sculpted with knotwork and images of knights support a vaulted ceiling. Light shines into the room through tall windows that face the mountains to the south, and one corner of the hall holds a small collection of plain cots and empty chests, and nearby stands a large wooden table. There should be enough for each of you here. But if you need anything else, let me know. Happy to outfit you.
Of course, thank you.
I figured you'd need a staging ground of some kind for some of the missions that you're going to be on.
Are our horses in the stable somewhere?
They're where you brought them before. If you had them tethered, I think that Thorben probably brought them in.
Yeah, we definitely left them tethered at when we met you the first time.
No, then they're in the stables. It's fortunate that you came with horses. We don't have that many to spare.
Yeah, we borrowed these ones from the mercenaries that attacked.
We liberated them. There's no borrowing involved. I'm not giving them back to them.
Well, this is all you. Besides that, enjoy town. If you're looking for a place to drink, the Steady Beacon's probably your best bet. Though you could probably get something at Wanderer's Rest as well if you're really pushing for it. Or the market, I suppose. But you've got your coin in advance. That's enough to get a nice dinner, a good meal, and some strong drink in you. Report to me at 9th Bell.
All right.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Clara's kind of just eyeing the room now, like,
As you're looking around, you're going to be able to see that the knotwork along the walls depict a very particular looking creature, figure in it. Make me a religion check.
I'm gonna try out my new dice.
Nice.
Ooh, that's not too bad. 14.
You are going to recognize Kiri Jolith, the patron of the Salamic Knights. He's a war god.
Okay.
One of the old gods.
A war god looking over a war room.
Mm-hmm.
But this is obviously where we're meant to stay here, correct?
Mm-hmm. This is your room. You have full
Okay.
mastery of it.
Kalar is going to start looking for like some lengths of wood and curtaining to give us some little bit of privacy from each other if we want to get changed or something.
Yeah, there's definitely a way to put that up.
And cleaning.
Sounds good.
Do we have a conspiracy board?
You have a random encounter table.
Do we have like
Apparently.
a board where we can like put push pins and different colored thread?
Yeah, I'll say that no, but the table has like a bunch of like small daggers so that you can pin a map to it and do the same.
Even
It's the
better.
it's the Dragonlance equivalent. They're the Dragon Age equivalent, I
Cool.
suppose, if
Yeah,
you're thinking about
yeah.
Inquisition.
And we can have one of those little like we can push like figurines around.
Yeah, well, you
Yeah.
can play shuffleboard.
Our
on
own
it,
little
yeah.
war table.
Little
Nice.
war table.
I can.
Riz
we'll
is
get some
going
war
to
table music
be-
if you want.
Riz is going to spend as little time as she can and try and grab others to go explore the town because the town is big and exploring and exciting, and she's just like, I'm not having sitting in this room.
I'm up for exploring. I have things to do.
Yes, let's go. It's very dusty up here.
Okay. All right. So
You're welcome to come, Kalara, but you look like you're having fun.
I mean, Kalar's going to go with them and at some point manage to corral them into helping her clean because she's not cleaning for them. She's got younger brothers. She knows how to make this work.
But Riz is going to take a very, she's will not just sit and clean.
No, she's going to go with you, but she will at some point figure it out. And I'm going to just say it now because I don't want her to do it later. But I think she's going to like probably dare Riz to be like, I bet you can't get up there to get those. Like daring her to climb the columns essentially with like a rag on a brush to get some of those cobwebs and stuff like that.
I think that might work, actually.
It might.
It might.
But she's not going to do sweeping. She won't sweep. She won't do
Well,
things that
Kalara
are
will sweep.
obviously cleaning. Adventure
Okay.
stuff? Sure.
All right, so as you leave, you shut the doors behind you, and as you do, you get a final look at that symbol of Kiri Jolith, which is vaguely shaped like a minotaur's head, kind of staring at you from the knotwork. You head back out on the town and make your way around, looking at all of the sites, making your way toward where you headed first, all the way over to the Kender place, the market.
I think Kender Place?
The Kinder place was that also where the dwarves recommended I specifically go?
Yes, that was.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I just wasn't sure if I had equated the two names in my head. So yeah, I want to go there.
Sounds good. You are going to be able to make your way over there without too much of a problem. It is all the way on the opposite side of the town, near the Warrior's Gate, near the actual like final edge of the harbor. And as you make your way over to that direction, there we go. Now it should all be visible for you. One moment. There we go. I have made the map visible to everyone. Mwahaha. Are you on that map? You are. Great. All right. Making your way over to Meulara's oddities. You'll open the front door, which kind of jangles with this leaden pipe. Leaden pipe. Nope, that's not what I was thinking. With this...
Clong.
Clong. Yes. Congratulations. You have you won Clue. There we go. All right. So there's going to be kind of like the sound of like of brass chimes as you push through the door. Ding, 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 ding. And you'll hear from behind the counter, you'll see kind of like a top knot bobbing to and fro, very Muppetish. And you'll hear, oh, hello.
Riz
someone
will
here?
say hello in Kinder speak as well. She'll just be like, "Oh, hello, we're here to look at your shop.
Oh,
We
a
were
customer."
recommended to come down here."
And you'll hear scrape, and then as a Kender hurls themselves on top of the bar and kind of pulls themselves on top of the till, you will see a silver-haired Kender with a very, very bright smile. Who are you? I know you. Kender, wait, do I know you? She leans in real close and squints, kind of crawling toward you, like dog crawling across the till toward you. You're a Kender.
Yeah.
I don't know you. Are you from Kenderholm? I haven't met you before. What's your name?
I am. I'm Rizira. No, it's Rizira Moonbrush. You
sure
might
it's not
know
Ethel?
my father. I'm pretty sure you might know my father, Bill Peveril. He was a merchant that traveled around.
Wait, both Everil?
No, Peveril.
Oh, Peveril. Oh, boy, do I know Peveril. Peveril. Oh, that Peveril? Wait, Peveril with the purple eyes?
Yeah.
Did you borrow his eyes? Oh, they're so pretty. They're so bright.
I mean, I borrowed them in the sense that he gave them to me. I'm his
That's such a
daughter.
sweet present. Oh, wait. Of course I knew Peveril had a daughter. That's all he would talk about some of the times. Oh, and then the other times he would talk. Do you have any siblings? Any brothers or sisters?
Not that I know of. No.
Then you
just
must
me.
have been the one he talked about. Anyway, welcome, friends. I'm Mayulara, and this is my shop. I'm very, very happy to see you here. Please look around, see what you can find. I'm sure there's going to be plenty of things that are going to catch your interest.
Did you find these all around Crane?
Absolutely. I came through and I found all of this on my way through. Some of it's been bought, some of it's been traded, some of it just kind of ends up here. It's kind of fun. There's an entire shelf over there. Look at this. What is this? She holds up a little cat with like an arm that goes, ink, 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 ink. I don't even know what it is.
Oh, that's cute.
I love that. What is it?
I don't know. Do you want it? Name your price.
I don't have anywhere to put it at the moment.
But if you got it, maybe you'd find one.
I
What
like
is
your
your
energy.
favorite item? I would like to see your favorite stuff.
My favorite stuff right now is probably, well, I just found this one in the shop the other day. Hold on, she dives into a big pile and, this, and she pulls out a skull that's been carved into a mask. Isn't it creepy? They say
So
that it was a shapeshifter that could, and then when you put it on at night, when the blood moon is in the
Don't get any blood on that.
sky, that you'll be able to turn into whoever you see next, or whoever you want, or whoever. Where's blood you put on it? Many
Don't do
stories are
that.
attached to this legendary item. Although, do they mean like a blood moon? Like, does that mean like if like the red moon is up, or does that mean if like the white moon is up and it's a blood moon because of astrological phenomenon?
I think you mean astronomical phenomenon.
or both.
I know astrology when I see it. I happen to be a Capricorn,
Oh, really? Guess what I am?
an elf.
Damn, you're good.
Pretty good. I actually couldn't remember what any of the months are, so I'm going with Capricorn. They're Capricorns and nothing else.
There are always Capricorns.
There's always
They are.
Capricorns, just Capricorns.
They're infinite. They are forever.
I don't even know if I know a Capricorn in real life. I don't know if I've ever met one.
You do.
Is it you?
No.
Okay. All right. I was like, pretty sure you're not. Pretty sure you're a Taurus. But all right.
I'm not a Capricorn, but I do know a Capricorn, and I know you also know the Capricorn.
I think I know who you're talking about. Just like them. Anyway. So what can I get for you? We'll take a look around. Actually, I shouldn't be telling you. This is your journey. So wait, what are you doing out of Kinderholm? Are you on your wanderlust period? Oh, this is so sweet. How old are
Yeah.
you? What's your favorite color?
My favorite color is purple. I don't know if you could tell.
No, so it could be yellow. You bring a little yellow.
I mean, I guess it's true, but I really like.
What's
my
your
purple
favorite
jacket.
color? She's looking kind of...
Aquamarine.
Yours? Dwarf? Is it red?
Yes.
That's a
Might
good
be
color.
red.
And what about you, pretty girl? I think you're all pretty. You have a bunch of pretty people here.
She'll
How did you
swirl her
manage that?
Big blue skirt around.
Oh, blue. Good, good. Color of the sky, color of the ocean, color of spilled wine. No. But close. Anyway, feel free to
Blueberries.
have a look around, and if you have any stories, I would love to trade some with you.
Oh, so I was traveling with this really old wizard. I was actually just at his funeral. Unfortunately, he's on his next great adventure. But when we were together, there was this time where we ended up going down this insane river rapids. Turns out they were not meant to be traveled by any people. Needless to say, we ended up on one tiny piece of wood together, holding on for dear life. It's a good thing it was me that can decide. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't. Both of us wouldn't fit on the piece of wood in the sea, and then someone would have to let go, and it'd be very tragic. Because it's also very cold as well in the water.
Mm. Well, I don't know if that's true. It seems like there was enough room on that piece of debris for multiple people. You didn't have to push him off.
Oh, I did it. We both.
We tested it.
Oh.
Profusely tested it and proven that only one of them could have fit.
Oh, is that true? Well, that's unfortunate.
I don't really
Titanic
believe
misadventure
it. But
that was.
It's true.
Well,
still up for debate.
well. What's not up for debate are these values. So please have a look around. And where are you all coming from? You're not from this town. I would know because I know every Kender in all of Kalaman. And now I know you too, so I know every Kender plus one.
I'm just from like you said, I'm on a bit of my wanderlust period, so I kind of just been going from town to 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 town. Someone's going to have to stop Riz because she's just gonna
she'll get in on it because it's a fun rhythm.
Town to 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 town.
Hazel's
while
just
that's
looking
happening-
around.
So Hazel and
then to
Kalara,
here.
while that is happening, would you like to roll me D100s? So everybody roll me 3 sets of D100s, pop them in our group chat, and let's see what you can find as you're looking around. Also, Jen, I just saw your note about the Capricorn, and I called it. I called it mentally. I was like, I know who this is. I don't even know what a Capricorn's about, but I know they're sinister, and it's that one. Okay. So... All right, so looking around the shop, you're going to see that there is quite a lot of just clutter everywhere inside of here as you are looking around. First of all, Kalara, you are going to see, you are going to find, one moment please. The first thing you're going to find of interest to you is there is a kind of strange, it's like a rectangle of brass with these cutouts and notches at regular intervals. Some type of like brass measuring tool. Some type of ruler, perhaps. The next thing that you are going to find as you are glancing around, there's a glass jar containing a weird bit of flesh, kind of roughly shaped like a head floating around in it. The jar is about the size of a large pickling jar. The head is about the size of a baseball.
She'll try and like shift it a little gently.
One of its eyes pops open.
Ah!
Can Orienteros go "Huh," and try to startle?
You can make me
While she's
an
looking at
intimidation check with advantage.
Oh,
So she startled herself, though. Does that then startle Orontiros? Because she startled when he wasn't expecting
I'm
her to
spending a
startle.
hurt them more for this.
Best uses of hurt the Moors.
this is intimidation or
Intimidation.
enhance.
You should be at least a +4 for this.
This is
I'm not sure if you're trained in it.
the bardic versatility.
Oh yes, you're always a little trained.
I switched from perform to intimidate after that certain scene. And this is +9.
So what's your total?
The total is 22.
22. Okay, Kalara, I'm going to say that you're going to go, ah, and you're going, and Orontiros is going to go, ah, and you're going to go, ah, back in his face. You can make me a counter intimidate roll, but you're going to drop the jar, and it's going to fall to the ground and shatter. And the small shrunken head is going to go and roll onto Orontiros' foot and look up at him. Did you break something?
I think Orontiros broke it.
Oh, you've got to replace that now. Oh, that thing. That's a goblin head.
Terrifying.
Wait, no, it's not.
Yes, it is. It's a goblin.
But
See?
by the way, what did you roll for your counter intimidation?
Did you roll counter intimidate?
I did not. You didn't ask for it.
I did, actually.
Oh, when? What do I even roll for counter intimidate?
You just roll intimidate to see if you're trying to scare him back.
Ah, okay.
I just want to see if you manage to spook.
Dirty 20.
So yeah, double spook.
And kicks it like a hacky sack up into the it's actually moving, or he thinks it's moving.
He thinks
either
it's
way
moving. Its eye just popped open from motion, you think, but well, now you think.
It's hacky sack mode. It's airborne.
Nice. All right. So though, did the goblin leave? I knew it was alive.
It's still alive.
Yeah, it just went on its own wonder. It's on its own wanderlust quest now.
Oh, strange things.
Kalara, don't break everything.
All right. As Hazel is looking around,
She's gonna poke him firmly in the side.
You are going to find there is like this like bell jar that you're going to come across, and as you approach it, you're going to see that it has a little like wind key in the front of it. Inside of the bell jar is a small brass canary. Sitting on like a little like stick stand. So
this is
looking
one
around,
of two things.
sitting nearby it, you'll see a set of panpipes made of bones that have been hollowed out, like big, thick, like cow bones. And then beyond that, you are going to see that there is a silver icon of a raven, like a little, like a more like a brooch pin than anything. It's pretty nice, actually.
Yeah, I kind of like that.
It's pretty nice. Looking around as well as you go continuing to break things, Cal, Orontiros is going to see... You're going to be looking through and you're going to find like an ostrich egg that is painted with a mosaic of scenes of human misery, depicting the gamut of birth to death to being burned in the fires of hells. And as you pick it up, you're going to start hearing like, and hear screaming inside of your head.
putting it back down and just being near it, can he hear it? Or is it like only when...
It seems like only when you were picking it up.
Oh, that's soothing.
All right. Sitting nearby that, you are going to see... Okay. You picked it up again. What am I saying? You are going to see that there is an ornately carved wooden ink pen. Very, very nice.
If I knew how to write, I would make great use of that.
And then the last thing that's going to catch your attention is that there is like this big white gem with like a bunch of like, it honestly looks like a large quartz about the size of like a baby's fist, and it's really smudgy on the inside. Oh, you're looking at that? Oh, it's really fun. Hold it up to one of the candles. As you do, it's going to, you hold it up to the candles and the light is going to push through and actually shine directly in your eyes, kind of dazing you. But everybody else who is not Orontiros is going to see that the light from the candle is projecting this image of like a girl in white, who appears to be like kind of, it's just kind of like this optical illusion of what appears to be kind of a very translucent girl in like a white outfit. If her hair is anything, it's kind of like smudgy brown, maybe like up in buns or something, kind of reaching toward, like as if asking for something.
Oh, that's neat.
Kind of prismatically projecting. Let's see. Riz.
How much for the nightmare egg and the flash bomb?
Oh, well, what do you have? I wouldn't mind trading with you.
Oh, really?
Make me an offer.
Are you a fan of musical instruments?
Boy, am I. You saw the bone pipes, right?
I heard them upon entry. The thing is, I think I've outgrown this particular one, and he'll lift up a tambourine. But it's great for beginners, and it sounds good no matter who's using it, as long as you can keep a rhythm.
I can keep a rhythm. Sure, I'll take that and sing an Elvish song before you leave, and I'll add that to my repertoire.
Oh, perfect. Well, let me think of one while everyone else is perusing your wares.
I don't care if it's fresh or old. All I care is that I haven't heard it before.
Okay.
Wandering down the rows, Rizira.
Yes.
Okay. You are going to find the following objects that are going to catch your fancy. One is a... one moment. You're going to see a glove that's been kind of knitted out of vines. Including has a bunch of thorns all around the outside of it. Looks like it's like old rose vines that have been looped together. You're going to see that there is a wooden box there with a hollow globe of crystal with kind of like, the crystal is hollow, but is full of this kind of wafting mercurial liquid. I don't know if Riz has ever seen Quicksilver before. But there is like a little bit of like, it looks like molten steel inside of this bit of crystal. And you can see that it appears that there's a small boat carved and waiting inside of it that's kind of sailing on this little river of Quicksilver. Looks like a fisherman, a ferryman. very ornately carved. And then you are going to find a complete deck of antique playing cards.
Interesting.
And it looks quite old. Can you make me a history roll?
Sure. Riz accidentally finds a deck of many things. History. Oh, I don't add much to that. Oh boy. How much is our determination at this point? 3? 2?
3. 2? I think it's still 2. I think it's 3 at level 5.
Yeah, it's
All right, this only bring me to 10. This is gonna be an 8.
An 8? Okay.
Yup.
So
It'd be 10.
You're
not.
flipping through it, and you can see that it looks like a stylized deck of cards that each one of the cards has been like hand painted to look like someone. But as you are flipping through them, you will see that one of the figures, one of the kings or knights. We'll say one of the knights. We'll say this follows like a tarot suit. So I guess it'd be one of the jacks for ours, but one of the knights has had their name completely scribbled out, and their face has been scribbled out as well. You can kind of make the name out if you kind of flip it over and look at the back. Sought?
Huh.
But it looked like it was a Solamnic Knight of the Crown, Knight of the Rose. It's all been scribbled very, very hard out.
Interesting.
Knight of the Rose, actually. You'd be able to see it as the Knight of the Rose.
I think Riz will those 3 items, I'm gonna roll a d4 to see how many she accidentally borrows and how many she's going to try and trade with the shopkeeper. All right, 2 out of the 3 of those Riz is gonna try and, or Riz will unknowingly borrow.
Sounds good. You absolutely will versus my. Okay, done. So you'll grab those, and anything else that you're trying to bargain for?
So which 2 did she? I'll just say 1 and 2. So she'll take the deck of cards up. No, what makes sense is that she's taking the glove up because that is a thorny thing. So she will take the thorny glove up and go, I think this could be useful. I think, giving someone a good backhand with this would be quite useful to leave a mark.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah, I was wondering if you'd want to trade something for it.
Well, what do you have?
I have this really very unique old bell, and she'll take this like bell out of her bag. I guess I could have reached in my Kinder bag, but I actually looked at my fucking inventory. I have this bell here. I don't know if this was interesting. This was made. I think I got it down. Oh, I forget where I got it. Where was it? I think near Colonesti, actually.
Oh, Colonesti! I love elves. That sounds
Right?
wonderful. Sure, that sounds absolutely fair.
Wonderful.
Great. All right. Anyone else looking to purchase anything?
Yeah, I think I'd like to. What would you ask for these? And I'll like the 3 things I found, and then also if I can find or ask for some stronger drink than maybe they have in town.
Oh, yes. Don't worry about that. I've got you covered. Let's see. Are you a hill dwarf or a mountain dwarf?
Mountain.
I do have a couple bottles of Thorbarden mushroom stout.
Ooh. There's one thing I miss.
Well, I've got 2 of them, so that's 2 things you miss. Those are a little expensive, so unless you had something very interesting to trade, that hammer's pretty nice. That would go really well over my mantle.
That hammer is not for trade.
Of course it isn't. Let's see. For that, for a bottle of that, I would say a steel and a half per bottle. Three for the batch.
Okay. And are these items the ones I got for trade, or?
Sure, we can trade for those. Tell you what, you can hang on to one of them to enjoy while you're drinking. But what do you have to trade for the other ones?
I don't really have anything to trade.
Tell me the story
Well,
about how you
doing
got
a
out of Thorbarden. I can recognize your accent. I knew someone from Thorbarden.
That story is not for trade either.
Oh, you know.
Oh.
Well, I guess I could just take more coins for them. Make me an offer.
Hazel knows more about bartering in this world than I do, so she will
Sure.
make an offer that
Sure,
seems
so
reasonable and
Make me
fair.
a persuasion roll.
Yeah. That is 17.
Okay, that beats my 2. Okay, so 17. So overall, you'll be down about you'll spend your 5 steel coins that you were given. You'll
Cool.
walk away with all of the trinkets that you want. Actually, you know what? You'll still have 1 steel coin left. So for the lot of those things that you were finding, you will be down a total of 4 steel coins, which include your beverages.
Awesome.
Anyone else?
Do I see anything else, or did I just find that goblin head thing?
Well, you found the measuring tool.
Right,
But the
the weird
last thing that you are going to find is looking around as you are kind of moving some stuff. There's tons of weird stuff. Alabaster mask, glass eyes, lots of rabbit's feet. One on a rabbit that's just kind of sitting there scratching itself.
I'll
It-
give it a scratch too.
It sneezes and is going to dart away under one of the bookshelves.
Aw.
You'll find like an old rusted key, a silver bell without a clapper on the inside, an empty glass vial that smells of perfume when you open it, but kind of like old, kind of grandma perfume. And then kind of beneath it, you are going to see a beautiful song written as musical notes on 2 pieces of parchment. Although there is a bit of damage to the center. It looks like this was maybe being read over a candle flame too closely. The center of the song is burned through a space about as big around as like a lemon.
Is it just like really pretty, or?
It looks like it'd be a really pretty song from your knowledge. You have perform, right?
No.
You're a village girl without perform? What is wrong?
I'm the village like girl who does baking and healing. I don't think
so
performance was even an option.
Oh yeah, that's fair. It's got musical notes as well as just. It's a very pretty song sung in Solamnic. Looks quite old too. It looks like definitely a generational song from. Hell, this might be like a Solamnic like wedding song or maiden song from like one of the Solamnic operas that from before the Cataclysm.
Does Kalara speak Solamnic?
Yes, she does.
Oh, fancy.
Yes. I mean, she grew up in the neighboring area and with a Solamnic knight in residence. So
What would you like for this? She kind of
What do
likes
you
it, so she'll kind of pat herself down and be like, rope?
Okay.
Yeah.
She'll hold out 50 feet of hempen rope from her bag.
I actually needed to go to the store to get rope, so that seems fair. For a couple of pieces of paper, that's a good deal.
Oh, excellent. Thank you.
All right. Anyone else? No? Well, great. It's been wonderful talking to you.
It's been absolutely wonderful. Your shop is so lovely.
Thank you so much. I think it's a real treat to actually own a place like this. It's strange. My landlord keeps wanting me to pay him in coin, but I think I'm too more of a public service to the city. In fact, I think the city actually pays for a little bit of this place. It keeps the Kender over here, and, you know, it makes us, I guess, a bit of a tourist attraction then. We're more of a Kender guild hall than anything, I suppose.
Oh, that is very interesting.
The Kender Guild Hall. Who can only Kender join the guild?
Well, you're kind of like a Kender, but tall.
Like a stretched out Kender, right?
Like a membrane that's been stretched, yeah.
Yeah, thinner but taller.
Oh, you're not
is
that
there
thin.
like an entrance exam?
How well can you swing a hoopak?
You keep saying that. Oh, that's that.
It's this
That
thing,
thing that-
and
It's that
Riz
thing.
will flip around her back.
Swing it!
Oh, you want me?
Yeah, swing it.
I'm
You
gonna spend
swing
for
it.
more.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Do me a favor, start winging around. Give me a dex check with disadvantage, please.
You would.
Come on.
You are
Okay.
not proficient in hoopak.
Oh no. Of course not. Are only Kender proficient in this?
Unless you're trained, yeah.
Okay, 4 is the lower one, and my dex is +4. 8.
All right, so going. It's going to make a rather loud kind of noise as it kind of wings around in your hand. It's kind of a cool noise, and then it's going to kind of go spin out of your grasp a little bit, and it's going to knock over a bell jar that's nearby. That's going to crash on the ground. The bell jar is not going to shatter, but it is going to go and roll off, and then you're going to hear as this gold kind of brass canary the size of a chicken's egg is going to start like boom, strafing the room.
Oranteros.
Like clicking and coming for you, and I need a dex save from each of you.
Oh boy.
Well, I'm not using those dice anymore.
Okay.
I got 15.
15. Okay, so you're going to be able to duck. You're pretty short, so it goes right over your head. You're like, this is the clockwork one that you almost wound up earlier. Because I don't think you didn't buy that one, right?
20.
I did say I wanted all 3 of the
Oh, you
things
didn't want
that I-
all of them. Okay, so this is a companion piece then.
Yeah.
Okay, this is another one that was on the shelf.
18.
Then. 18. All right, so you're going to be able to duck underneath that. Actually, you know what? Given the way that that's set up, so you had that, so it was on the counter. You were getting ready to put it away. So Orontiros knocked it over while it was on the counter, and then it started flying around like crazy. That makes more sense. Orontiros, what'd you get?
Sure.
I think this is my first nat 20 of the,
Okay.
of the
So
game.
you're gonna just go, oh no, you don't, and start matrix dodging out of the way of this. Kalara, what'd you get?
Dirty 20.
Okay, so you're gonna matrix dodge out of this, and then it's gonna come right back for you, Orontiros. You're once again going to Neo, and oh, isn't that cool? And it's gonna go and catch Mayulara right between the eyes, and you're gonna hear whomp as she goes completely ass over tea kettle behind the counter. Your bird.
Gross.
That is quite a good distraction, though.
Whose bird?
That thing could be quite dangerous in the wrong hands.
Clara's gonna dart forward to check on her.
She has the imprint of a bird in the front of her forehead. Hey, buddy.
Whose bird?
Oh, ow. Hi.
That's probably better not left in this shop.
Your friend just
That's what I was
traded
wondering.
for it.
That's
Yeah. Oh.
that's good.
Yeah,
wait,
you're breaking my stuff as well as the shop and shopkeeper.
You know, out of everyone here, I never would have thought that I would be the one knocking things over.
it's
you're
'cause
more
you're
used
too
to the forest
gangly.
where stuff's just not so close.
Yeah, you're like tall and lanky, you got long limbs.
Thank
So
you
you're just kind
for
of-
your help.
Higher center of gravity. Wait.
Clara's
How
gonna
tall is-
put some water on a rag and kind of just dab her face a little.
Am I the
Ow.
tallest one here?
What an angry tweet.
Yes.
Ow.
How tall is Kalara?
Five, 4.
Oh, wow. I'm the tallest one in the room.
How does it feel? You're like way up there, Mr. Giant.
It's a little weird. I don't like it.
Don't worry, Godfrey will be back soon once he's finished his.
Just like walk on your
Errands.
knees or something.
Oh yeah, we could do.
Or squat. You could squat.
We're
Yeah,
calling
no.
squats.
Now's not a good time to. I'm just gonna stand still, and not exercise in this.
I mean,
Small-
like if you squat down and you just
No,
stay there, then you're short, and then you're not
Yeah.
as taller than everyone.
Are you gonna be okay, Mel, or do we need to find a healer
I'm
for
okay.
you?
No, I'm okay. Your friend took care of me. I think I'm gonna close up shop and go buy some willow bark, though I've got a mighty big headache.
Well, I do have a soothing elven song that I've just made up in the last 5 minutes since you've asked for one.
I think I'll be okay without a song now. I'm a little sensitive to sound at the moment.
Oh, but his voice is like honey
I do like
mixed with
honey.
mead, mixed with molasses, mixed with a pint, mixed with
Hmm. Sure.
I don't know.
What-
Does
go-
anyone here speak Elven?
Nope.
I do.
All right. Well, you did ask for it in Elvish, correct?
Yes, please. No.
All right. I'm just going to speak in the common tongue, so that way all of the listeners can understand. I did the only one who's ever heard a rendition of this was Ispin Greenshield.
Oh, you know Ispin?
Aye, that I did.
Oh.
Wait. Are you aware of his passing?
Oh, that makes sense. But I thought he died a bunch of times.
Well, yeah, I'm still not convinced that this wasn't the
it's-
final time he's.
Too suspicious. It's too not like Ispin.
It's a little sussy.
Super sus.
Well, all right, that song that I owe you. So, Orintiros is going to pull out his fiddle. This is a fiddle song, not a.
Oh,
lute
wow,
song.
fiddle song.
Sorry, what was her name again?
Mayolara,
No?
Mayolara.
Maylara, have you heard the mighty tales of the bird people to the east? Long ago, before the cataclysm, there was a great monk, a bird man by the name of Garthan. There once was a tale of Garthan, the bird man. He flapped his mighty wings all across the land. He fought and he prayed for none but the light, never running from a noble fight. He laughed and he sang, ha 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 ha. He flew through the air with, ah, ah, ah! But
This is the best song ever.
against the ravages of time, Garthan could not fare. So brings an end to our hero's tale.
I was even better in Elven than it would have been in Common.
I can see Hazel wiping her eyes. She must be picking up some Elvish of her
My
own.
favorite part was ka ka ka.
That was Ispin's
understood.
contribution. I couldn't find anything that rhymed with ha 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 ha.
I
Coleslaw,
am
slaw,
fluent
slaw.
in Elven, you know.
Wait, what? How?
Fluent in
You
Elven.
have?
Well, can you teach me, Hazel?
Wait, no, I can. Fine. Ask the
See-
dwarf
see,
to teach you Elven.
I learned how to speak Elven for you, and you couldn't learn Dwarvish for me.
Wait, you've learned it since we've been traveling together?
I lived under a mountain before that. When was I supposed to learn?
Wow. And here I've just learned Salamnik, thinking that would be useful.
Well, you also learned Kinderspeak with me.
Well, we kind of had to.
It's fair.
I didn't learn that one. Sorry.
Sorry, I have not learned Dwarven or Elvish, though I would like to learn. Elvish, I
you
think, would be quick.
Thank you for the think. I'm gonna kick you out now. I'm
Oh,
gonna
yes.
shut the shop
Oh, of
down
course.
because my head still hurts. Thanks for coming in though. Come back soon and be sure to only point that bird at your enemies in the future.
I dub him Garthan.
Oh,
That's a
Garthan.
great name.
Well, she was lovely.
Yeah.
The door will shut behind you, leading you back onto the streets of Kalaman, where you have a knight to kill, which I think we'll do after we get back from this break.
A knight to kill?
Yes, yes.
No!
Death.
Time to
No!
kill all of the knights. All right, we'll kill them all after this break. Don't go anywhere, folks. Hello and welcome back. This is the part of the program where we're going to briefly talk to the chat, and I'm going to take a Tylenol, actually. One second. Ugh. So, hello, everyone.
Hello, I took my Tylenol before Gabe started.
I took a Robaxaset when my back started going because I am old.
We're all in.
I will wait till after game to take my ibuprofen and CBD to go to sleep.
I like how they're talking about the hurt them mores in the chat, and we're like, hurt us less.
Hurt us less. Hurt my back less.
Yeah.
Hurt my
I'll
head
the players
less.
more.
Am I
just took a
able to
drink, Brando.
redeem some of my 17,000 dork points for in-game painkiller? What's the
In-game
equivalent of
painkiller?
that?
No, you gotta use it out of game painkiller.
Guess I'll just keep hoarding them.
All right. So what should I talk about? What should we talk about? Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're all having a good night. No word yet about the baby. I've been checking.
Yep.
There was a recent update from them.
Oh, I just put my phone down.
Well,
Yeah, I don't
it
know
was,
how
it was earlier.
public that one is, though.
Yeah, I don't know how public that one is, but just for you, Kelly, they did update that.
In the Dragonlance chat.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Ba-doop. So anyway, stuff is going well. Stuff is good.
I was going to bring up, I don't know if you saw earlier in the chat, that I had like not our private chat, the actual Twitch chat, which I know you don't always have an eye on because you can't. But I had the idea of, if you have too many Hurt Them Mores for this game, maybe you should lend me some for Technocracy.
I think
the chat kind of loved it.
All right, you can take. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can have. I have 7 left. You can have anything I don't use tonight. How's that?
Cool. Sounds good.
Oh no.
All right. So folks, I am very excited. We are having a good night here. I want to thank you all for being amazing. And I also want to thank our patrons over at patreon.com/dorktales, because we have a lot of patrons, and it's really fantastic. We're actually only 16 patrons away from getting that Star Trek game, which I'm very excited about. And so that's
so
16
sad.
I think it was like 140 for Becklin Living, 145. I think it was 145.
Yeah,
So that's only like 12. What did I just say? We're at 134. So anyway, we're only a few patrons, only 11 patrons away from Becklin Living. If you want to go to patreon.com/dorktales by the end of February, it'd be great, because you'd also be getting me a birthday present, folks, because I'm getting old on Sunday. God, I'm old. So old. So, wow, I look really good.
Sunday's your actual year up.
Yeah, well, because we had Dragonlance stuff always scheduled, right? And then we had Call of the Netherdeep, which was supposed to run last Tuesday, but then something came up that was unrelated to this baby stuff, and then we were gonna do it this Tuesday, and then it was like, oh well, they were keeping Caitlin overnight in the hospital for observation for something, and we woke up today to the whole like, nope, baby's gonna happen today. It was like, okay, well, we had moved it to Sunday this week, so I'm like, I'm gonna spend my birthday running Call of the Netherdeep and finishing it up, because we're right on that cusp where like a 3-hour session, 3 to 4, probably can't do it justice, but like a 5-hour, yeah, I can do it in 5 hours. That extra hour makes a huge difference.
You reacting to the chat?
I am.
Yeah, I'm like, ouch.
I'm gonna ban this person. Hold on. How long have you been subbed? 1 month. Oh boy.
Time out.
Oh boy.
That's an offense.
I'm gonna give him like 30 seconds to take that shit back.
I immediately knew when you stopped mid-sentence.
Yeah, I know.
Looking
Like,
off to
you
the
saw
side.
that.
Just
You saw
seen
that.
Son of a bitch. Anyway.
No isn't saying sorry. I just want to...
It's not saying sorry.
We're waiting for sorry. We're waiting for sorry. Have you
15
decided
seconds.
if you might potentially do something else? Because we did have that thing I organized last night.
What thing did you organize? What? I don't know what you organized. So
In the chat. Pink cat.
I don't know.
Yeah,
So-
no, that's fine. I just remember that. I was like, oh shit. You're handsome.
Yeah, cool. Anyway, so I'm not sure what we're doing on Sunday instead. We will we'll figure something out. It might be on stream. I might take the day off. You never know. Yeah, basically equality. You know what's up. So how's everybody else doing? Like, besides being broken.
Broken and not broken.
I thought you
broke.
said broke, and I'm like, yeah, accurate. Besides,
Otherwise,
broken.
I got through my first assignment of the course I'm now in, so that was nice.
Well, that's awesome.
Nice.
I
I
finished
had
it at the last minute. My
I
usual.
had a really good interview on Saturday.
Yeah.
That was fun. Yeah, they
fancy.
wined and dined me.
They
They
flew
wined
you
and
out.
dined me. Yeah, they flew me out, paid for my not my Airbnb. It was just a regular B&B. Took me out for
Which is
lunch.
superior to an Airbnb.
Oddly, remember when they weren't?
It was actually really nice. The next time, if I end up going there again, if I call them directly, I'll get 10% off, which is nice.
Nice.
And or even with baubles, I don't know. I do not know. I have a couple other things I'm looking at too, so I'm actually like, I am fine if I don't hear for a few weeks and then they get back to me, so like it's time to hear from other places because I'm keeping my options open because I'm weirdly qualified and people are weirdly respecting that and like headhunting me, and it's a very weird feeling.
Damn. That's cool.
Yeah, it's really cool to get like random text messages from people being like, hey, you need to call this person because there might be an opportunity for you, and then calling that person and being like, yeah, I'm gonna call this person, they're gonna call you, and so it's a lot of fun. So
it's nice to be wanted, right? Like
it's nice to be wanted,
people,
especially since I started searching for jobs in October. So it's been a real, like, if we're gonna get a little bit real here, chat, I'm not hearing anything for months and months and months. It's just really fucking depressing. And it's been really hard on me. So it's actually nice to be wanted. And hearing back from things it's really nice because it's been like 4 months of not hearing much from anything and getting ghosted and all that fun stuff. And you're just like, well, I'm a shit human being, I guess.
Oh. Well,
Yeah.
it's good that it's all happening at once.
Yeah. So it's nice. So yeah, no, it's been good. Looking forward to Fan Expo in a couple weeks.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. So any of you who are in Vancouver, we're gonna be at Fan Expo, not this weekend, but next weekend. So yeah, hit us up in the Discord. I know we're gonna be hopefully seeing Random if he's around, and one of our wiki lords, and hopefully as well seeing Policino finally, because we meant to see Policino when Robin and I were over there with Krista for NADPOD. Yeah, but we were just tired.
Yeah, busy days.
Yeah, are all of you going to?
No, it's just me, Christine, and Robin are going, and then I guess Krista's going to be there.
Yeah, I think Krista's going to be there.
I will be in Pit Meadows at an SCA event.
That's hilarious. We could still meet up for dinner at some point, depending, or whatever your schedule is.
I mean, I'm probably just going over for the day.
You were in that.
Oh, fair. Okay.
Then some other local groups are going to be there doing like some panels and stuff. So if you're at Fan Expo, I know Blackwater D&D is going to be there. I think Vancouver by Night's going to be there, and it's real funny because when the call for panels and events came out, my production team forbade me from applying.
Wait.
They did. They said I was going to take a vacation, or even if it killed me. So but now I've got that itch, right? Where I'm all right. So folks, we're going to be, Blackwater people are good people. Yeah. No, they're lovely. I've been over on their channel before, and we had Am over here for Dork Tales Expo, and that was a lot of fun. All right. And Jen, how did you enjoy running the first episode of Technocracy?
It was good. Yeah, it was weird to get back into it, but I'm so glad that you guys finally got to some of the stuff that I wanted you to see. I'm going to be
Right.
vague so I don't spoil things for people.
Oh, that's true. Sorry, yeah. So you gotta go to the Patreon for that. All right, so folks, it is 9:30. I think we've got a good hour left in us tonight, so let us hop back into game. Sorry that the discombobulation of the day and having to juggle everything is a little discombobulating, so I appreciate your time and energy and enjoyment of this stream. I hope you've been having a good time and that you will continue to do so as we continue with the first mission. Was there anything else that you folks wanted to do just so that I can be ready for it when you head back in? Is there anything that y'all want to get down
Just
with?
hitting up that armory, unless we can just do that.
You can
later.
just do it, totally.
Okay,
Yeah,
just hit up
I'll
whatever the
be doing that.
nicest light armor.
Nice.
Studded leather, probably.
Studded leather's probably the best for you with your high.
Yeah.
Can mage armor be cast if you're wearing armor?
No,
Okay.
has to be without armor. But I'm going to say this at some point while we're in this city, and we don't even have to necessarily run up, but part of the reason I got the drink from the shop was to go back to the other dwarves and share a drink with them.
Aww.
That sounds like a lot of fun. Do you want to do that this session, or do you want to wait for it?
Maybe wait for it.
Okay.
I'd like to be in a better headspace without my back trying to spasm on me.
Totally. Are you before we hop back in? You think you're gonna be good for another hour?
I think I'm gonna be good. I might just be moving a little weird as I try to like stretch something, but
That's totally
it's cool.
fine. Whatever works for you. I think the rest of the game is going to be pretty fun, to be honest.
Yeah.
But if anybody needs to tag out because of physical stuff or anything that we're doing, just pop it in the chat and that, because remember, I love you guys and your comfort is paramount. All right. So folks, everybody else, we're going to head back into game. So 5, 4, 3, 2. Hello and welcome back to Dragonlance, Shadow of the Dragon Queen, here on Dork Tales. You finish up at the shop, you head through town, going and picking up what various things that you need, and soon enough, the exhaustion of the past day and a bit catches up to you. You head back to the ballroom, which is still dusty and musty, and strewn with the laundry cords that you've hung some of the extra sheets on to separate out the section and give a little bit of privacy there, almost like hospital curtains. You manage to get some sleep. Well, you try anyway. Orontiros, your trance comes pretty easy. You're pretty well acclimatized to such a thing. But to the rest of you, I would like Kalara and Hazel. Riz, you're going to fall asleep as soon as you want to, like a puppy. But Kalara and Hazel, both of you do me a favor and make me... Ooh, what would this be? What do you think a trying to sleep check would be for your first time sleeping in a city? Wisdom?
Constitution?
Yeah, I would say, what's the equivalent of a willpower save? Because I feel like that's definitely
It's
like...
It's a wisdom save.
Yeah, I feel like it would be wisdom.
Give me the lower of your wisdom or constitution. That seems like the whether or not you're just tired enough or can block it out enough.
Nuts.
That will be a 4.
Okay. So you are going to be cranky as hell when you wake up, Hazel. These people outside, you can hear the sounds of horses, and not only that, but down on the street, it seems like one of the nearby taverns is spilling out into the night. You can hear the sound of distant music flowing out of the steady beacon a good 4 blocks away. Kalara, what'd you get?
I rolled a 19, so if it's Constitution, I add 4. If it's Wisdom, I add 6.
Should only add 5 for wisdom. Oh, is it for, you mean for save?
Yeah, you said
Okay.
save.
Okay. Sorry, I was thinking
Did you?
I was thinking check, yeah. Okay, cool. No, it's all good.
Okay.
So, Kalara, you're going to manage to plug your ears pretty well and go back to sleep, or go to sleep with your head kind of covering or your pillow covering your head. But Hazel, the night is going to be a rough one for you. And the next morning, you are going to hear a knock on your door, waking you all up pretty abruptly after the long sleep that you have. Hello? Is anyone there?
Go away.
Hello?
It's almost ninth bell. It is Darrett. Hello.
Oh, we slept in. Oh, we must have had a busy night. New city.
May I enter?
Yes, good sir knight. I think we're all decent. I don't know if anyone sleeps in their bear skins.
Not on these people.
Well, I don't really sleep.
All right, you do your trancing.
Darrett will enter wearing his plate mail and adorned with a symbol of the Kalaman guard on his cloak. Hello, good morning. I've been sent to deliver your mission for the day on behalf of the Marshal.
Oh, lovely.
Marshal Vendry was pleased by all that you said to her, and by Godfrey and I. She's actually, well, she has Godfrey and I training the soldiers.
Oh, good.
Also, I've been told that I'm to work directly with you, and to be a go-between. Not your commander, but more a representative on behalf
A liaison?
Sorry?
A liaison?
Yeah, a liaison.
Oh, someone's speaking a little French, I see. Someone's speaking a little Elvish, I see.
Yeah, I've heard you say this word very fancily stuff. I hope it was okay.
Yeah.
I'll allow it.
So Godfrey and I are down on the 3rd floor with the castle guards, and I just wanted to say thank you for all of your support, and I hope that I can do my best to continue to do so. I'll just talk while you're getting ready, if that works.
Yes.
Please.
I think Kalara just wears a long shirt to sleep in, so she'll get out and start pulling her skirt on and socks.
The leadership is disturbed to hear about that dragon-like invention that we encountered. They know very little about it, but they want to know more beyond what you had said before. 12 miles south of Kalaman, here, and he'll head over to your table and unroll a map onto it and pin it down with like little pins. 12 miles south of Kalaman is a gnome inventor named Tatina Rookledust. Marshal Vendry wants you to go to Rookledust's home and see if she knows anything about this device or similar ones. Perhaps weaknesses or other blueprints, schematics, anything like that. Regardless, if Rookledust knows anything or not, Kalaman would like to have, well, the forces of Kalaman would like to have her come and meet with them. Potentially to recruit her as an advisor. Godfrey and I won't be joining you on this mission. But it's not that far away to go down to Eskerbrook.
Have you reached out?
Another gnome.
Yes. Oh, I wonder if they'll have an old flinger as well.
I'm not getting on another flinger.
Hopefully you should not have a reason to be in a gnome flinger.
It's just fun though. Have you guys dealt with her before?
I have not, of course. As far as I know, the city of Kalaman has not. They just know of her.
Okay. What if she says no?
Try to recruit her, I suppose.
All right.
The best I can do is give you directions, which her home is located here. He points it out on the map. You can see, looking down at this map, that it looks like the lands around Kalaman consist of like open fields, rolling hills, scattered woods. And you can see to the south are the Dargard Mountains, constantly in like clouds and just well, actually, anybody who looks at this map and gets a look at the general area can make me a history roll to see what you know about this province of Nightland.
21.
Nice.
I rolled a dirty 20.
Dirty 20 here too.
Holy crap.
Natural 1.
Oh, we're in Tyros. Nightland, you know the tales of Nightland. Nightland. Destroyer of the sun. A land that is perpetually shrouded in darkness. They say that when the cataclysm fell, that the ash blotted out the sky and remains there as a warning to all those who would, well, defy the gods, call the gods. The stories differ. But what you know is the province of Nightland forever dwells in darkness. The rest of you know that that's an old wives' tale. Nightland is named such because it is, well, it's rumored to be a land of eternal twilight where the sun never shines. In reality, it's Seattle.
Oh, is it Nightland spelled N-I-G-H-T?
It is, yeah, it's Nightland. Nightland. Ah.
Okay, because I definitely spelt it Knight Land. Like,
yeah, wouldn't that be
Disneyland
great?
for night.
Nightland.
I also thought that's how it was going to be spelled.
So Nightlund. Okay. Cool, thank you, because I've definitely been picturing something else in my head.
Ah.
Yeah.
Wait a moment. We don't have to enter Nightland, do we?
I mean, technically, we're already on the edge of Nightland.
We are?
Yeah,
it's
we're
not
just-
that bad. It's just a little bit dark. It's like eternal eternal twilight.
I haven't met anyone from Nightland, but I heard it breeds a certain type of malicious being, a hipster, and it's always foggy, and everybody is judging you for what kind of a bean water that you drink in the morning.
Oh,
This is true. That is accurate, actually.
That's just. I've heard that's just a
This is
wise
a place
tale.
of great evil.
I've heard that's a wise tale.
A wives' tale.
Yeah, like a myth, but not like quite as grand as a myth. So it's like a mini myth.
I wonder what a husband's tale is.
It's the thing that's between his legs, but on the front.
A front tale.
I see. I don't think any of that's accurate. But yeah. I guess just head down and head to the armory if you need any equipment. They should be able to kit you out. Although, if you're going further into Nightland, you do have a point. Perhaps get a cloak?
To hide.
Sorry?
To hide. Sorry, I know my Kinder accent can kind of just blur words together, so it could have
Hide.
sounded tide.
I heard tide,
Hide.
yeah. No, because it's...
Yeah,
well,
I'm sorry, no, I meant hide.
I thought it was funny
And-
because it's very drizzly, and I thought that you were saying that because you're short, you would be drowned.
Is that a worry?
No.
Okay,
Unless you-
good.
I don't think so. I've never actually been down that south. I just know about it.
Well, I've
Did you
heard
know that a
stories-
group of Kender is called a tide?
What? What?
Or are they called a pod? A pod
I
of
don't
Kender.
know.
We're called a swarm.
Oh, really?
Oh, that's what I've heard
We
people
are.
say before. The Kindle are swarming.
I've only seen two of you in one place.
Well, I mean, you're the second candidate I've seen. There was just that one in Holgler.
All right, I suppose I shall pick up more serious armaments if we are to go into the land of night.
I wonder if there's a day somewhere.
I could probably use a cloak.
What?
Oh, I was saying I could probably use a cloak if we're going to go
We
traveling.
shall all cloak up.
Fair. All right, then let us go. I'll walk you down to the armory. And have you been shown where it is?
I've
All
just gathered this fine armor you see
Fair.
here.
Well, in that case, come with me. I'll show you. And with that, he'll take you downstairs, show you the armory. Each of you can be equipped with anything that you need, light or medium armor, for absolute free. It's part of your rental, basically, your borrow, which is just a Kender's favorite word. So anybody who wants any armor, Cal, you said that Orontiros would be looking for studded leather. That is 12 plus your dex modifier.
All right.
Is anybody? Let's see, Kalara, were you looking for medium armor? A chain shirt?
I was looking at like a chain shirt just to raise my AC a little bit.
Sure, that's 13 plus your dex modifier to a max of 2.
I was gonna say, or I could cast mage armor on you, but I know you're proficient. But
Well, because I also use a shield. So I don't actually do much fighting, so I have a shield on one arm and my staff. So that actually would raise me with it to 17.
the mage armor does the same as the chain shirt. So
But it probably wouldn't let me use a shield, right?
Yeah, I don't believe it does. I think a shield counts as armor.
does it?
Yeah, it's on the armor
area.
table. It's armor and shields.
So yeah,
Chain shirt, it just has a max.
It
dex
says
bonus.
Dawn's armor.
Somebody Google it.
I'm on.
because Riz, I'm also debating that because I don't even know if Riz is wearing. I just have clothes. Riz doesn't even have armor.
You don't even have
Whoops.
Really? No wonder it's been
Wait,
easy
no,
to hit you.
My AC is 15.
What's your dex mod?
4.
So you have,
So I
you
might
have
have-
leather.
I have leather, not studded leather.
You could get
So it
studded
looks
leather.
looks like it's often requires two hands to do somatic things, or you need a spell focus.
It's specifically that mage armor does not work if you're wearing armor. It only works on
Oh,
According to a sage advice column, can you use a shield with mage armor? Mage armor works with a shield.
Okay, so there you go.
Okay.
Thank you for pointing that out. Excellent. Good to hear.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you can use a shield and have mage armor, Kalara.
Um,
I mean, it's up to you. I have
I'm fine
twin
with
spell,
it.
so I can do it. Because I do it on myself and then one other person. But
does it have? It's not a concentration then?
no, it's
No.
8 hours.
No, it's
Okay.
great.
wow, sweet.
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
I shall have to leave her leather here then, as well.
Saves you time getting
Yeah,
dressed.
Riz will take studded then. So studded is 12 plus your
12
dex.
plus, so your dex will go up by 1.
Yeah, so I'll be up at 16 AC. So that's not terrible.
16 club. And
16.
I suppose it is time to once again pick up the long bow and the long sword.
Nice. Yeah, you can absolutely get a longbow out of this. So a longbow is going to upgrade you pretty hard. So with that, you're going to be going up to a D8,
All right.
which is pretty great. Let's see, a longsword is a D8 or a D10 if you use it two-handed.
Oh. And now it says elven weapon training is short sword, short bow, long bow. But you can't. But it still uses your strength as the damage
It still
modifier?
does. If I were you, I would use a short sword or a rapier, which you should be proficient in as a bard.
Yes, and which of those would be better?
I'd go with a rapier. It's one-handed, D8, and you use your dex for attack and damage.
It's nice. It's what
Yeah.
Okay.
Riz has.
Would they have anything like that, or do I need to go
totally
and
do.
haggle for a?
No, they
do?
totally do. Yeah. It's not
A
as nice.
rental
It's not as
rapier.
fancy as the one that Riz has, but they have one.
Okay.
So,
All right.
So, and you can flavor it however you want. It can be a saber. It can be technically a long sword, but just a very thin one, more of a broadsword, right?
Okay. Okay.
It doesn't matter to me.
Okay, so it could kind of be like a main gauche.
Basically, yeah. You can
Kind
flavor
of.
it however you want. 5e is really flexible for that.
Perfect.
You can be as gauche as you want.
Gauche.
Good night, everybody.
Really, out of everything I've done all night, that's the first thing
That's
that makes
the
somebody
first
crack.
one that got through there. Yeah, that just ugh.
Oh my god.
Oh, now that I have the prism, the crystal, I can trick teenagers into thinking I'm haunting a mansion.
Yeah,
That's
only
true.
if you're there for the real estate scheme, though.
Oh,
Yeah. You got to be an old white.
and I have to wear a mask.
Yeah, or otherwise they pull your face off at the end.
Ugh,
Ouch.
Yeah.
he doesn't make the rules.
I don't make the rules, I just enforce them. All right. So after acquiring your gear, you head out. It's honestly a pretty casual walk. The way across.
You could probably take the horses, right, to be faster?
Yeah, you totally can take the horses.
Because we're going to find somewhere. We don't need to be
Yeah, and
sneaky.
it's only 12 miles away, so
So that's a nice, like, short jaunt for the horses.
We had 3 horses.
Yes.
yeah, you have 3 horses, and Riz is small, so
Excellent.
Risen the dwarf.
there's a good chance. Yeah.
I don't know how to ride a horse.
Okay, so
I just-
Riz will drive. You'll
That's
hold
hilarious.
Yeah, we'll take a spin. What did you guys name your horse again? I forgot. You guys named yours at the end of last game.
Oh. See, remembering things really isn't in my kit. That's usually Hazel.
I think we said we wanted to name it, but we didn't.
Mmm.
Well, one's Cookie.
Mine's called
One is-
Cookie. I so
Yes,
named
Jim.
it when I was tossing my cookies off of this game.
on.
While you guys were playing without me.
Biscuit. No, that's probably just a horse's name. It'll come to me.
You're the
Garthan?
creative one.
It's true. Not Garth.
Garthan was a birdman, though.
And we named the little brass canary.
What is your name? Are you a raspberry? Blueberry. Oh, you know what? I'm going to cast Speak with Animals.
Make Callie do
Now
it.
Callie has to come up with it.
Oh.
And this used to be a mercenary's warhorse, correct?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
The name like Spike.
Hello. Tell us what
Are you
what is
riding a mare or a stallion?
stallion.
All right.
I took that just so I could have this back and forth with Kelly, really.
So good.
As you're
Greetings.
clopping along, you leave the city walls and are riding as you're talking to the horse.
I wish I dare not name you something myself. Certainly, you already have a name. And everyone else listening is just seeing Orienteros kind of be like,
You wish to know my name, the horse says.
if you would grant it to me.
I have my slave name.
I wish to know your name.
The one who purchased me called me Darkbolt. But my name is Sparkle Sparks.
Sparkle Sparks. And is there anything short that you'd like, or do I have to say the whole thing all the way through?
If you wish to honor me, you will say my name.
Sparkle Sparks.
The horse will go a little faster.
We ride!
I used a generator and it was the first thing on the list, and I'm like, done.
Fucking amazing.
It was either Sparkle Sparks or Howl. And I'm
That's-
like, no, it's
I
Sparkle
don't know if
Sparks.
that's better or worse than Moon Moon.
Moon.
Sparkle Sparks. It's pretty
I
up
mean,
there.
it is the Moon of the campaign.
It's the Moon Moon of horse names.
Sparkle Sparks.
So I guess
Also-
question.
Yeah.
I think Kalara doesn't necessarily have proficiency in like riding horses.
Mhm.
She knows how to use like a cart. She in fact has proficiency in land vehicles cart. What would be what we'd look at to try and figure out how
So-
well we're doing at riding?
So it's a warhorse, so it has it is trained itself to accept a mount. However, if you want to know the exact specifics, the way that it works is okay. So the basics.
I will say, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say that Riz will notice that Hazel's seat on the horse is terrible. It's the worst.
So the way that mounted combat works is a willing creature that is at least one size larger than you can become a mount, and has the appropriate anatomy to do so. During your move, you can mount a creature that is within 5 feet of you, or dismount. Doing so costs half your movement, or half your speed, I should say. The effect moves your mount. If an effect moves your mount against its will, like pushes it, you must succeed on a DC 10 save or fall off the mount and land within 5 feet of it. If it's knocked prone, you can use your reaction to dismount as it falls and land on your feet. Otherwise, you fall prone. Controlling a mount. If you're mounted, you have 2 options. You can either control the mount or allow it to act independently. Only intelligent creatures usually can act independently. You control a mount only if it has been trained to accept a rider. These horses can. You can make it dash, disengage, or dodge. A controlled mount can move and act even on the turn that you mount it. So you can jump up and go, ha! And then basically, like, I'm going to assume that you can just kind of ride a horse.
Okay.
These horses are going to allow themselves to be ridden. But if you are in a high stress situation, I may ask you to make me a ride check, basically, which will either be an animal handling check or will be a proficiency land vehicles check.
Sweet. All right. I'm good with either of those things.
Okay. So as you are riding across the terrain with Cookie, are you going to talk to the other
Yeah.
horses, Orienteros?
So I think Kalara looks like she's fairly proficient at riding then.
Yes, as the others catch up not to be outdone, he will speak to the 2 other horses.
Okay. So talking to Rizira's horse. What was Rizira's horse?
Ispin.
Ispin.
I haven't
And you-
decided a gender. So it could be a female, could be a male horse.
I don't think it mattered to
doesn't
Ispin's
matter.
wife.
No.
It
And-
is up to you. I don't care.
Even female.
Even female, odd male, then it's a boy. I rolled a 3. Okay. So riding up next to it, Orienteros, are you gonna talk to it?
Absolutely.
Hi.
And you. Hello, how
How are you?
I'm excellent. To see you have a pep in your step.
Yeah, I like running. Running's fun.
Excellent, that's good. And are you happy living the life you have, seeing war upon your hooves.
What do you mean?
The violence that man has wrought upon you.
Well, we all need a hobby.
It's good that you don't. It's good that you don't really understand what's at stake.
You talking about the
Tell
killing?
me. Yes, the killing.
Oh, I love me some killing.
Oh, okay. Yes, I see that.
Do you know that a horse can
The,
crush a skull in just one easy kick?
You'll have to prove that to me.
Oh, okay.
Not to me directly, but when we come across some unsavory folk. Tell me your name. You've been nicknamed by a departed friend of ours. Do you have a name that you prefer?
What was I named?
You were named Ispin.
Oh, that works.
All right. I like your style, Ispin.
Oh, me. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
That's you. Yes.
Excellent. Yeah. Very happy. Very happy. Very happy.
Going to turn to the other horse, Cookie, and Kalara. And you there, mighty mare.
Who, me?
Yes, you.
Hey. How's it going?
It's going well. Say, how do you do with this whole warhorse gig?
I'll go with it. You know,
Yeah, you're cool with it?
I get my 2 square meals.
That's true.
You know.
And do you have a name, or are you fine with the moniker Cookie?
Oh, that's funny. Cause my last owner called me Biscuit, and a biscuit's a kind of a cookie, right?
Pretty close, yes.
Wow, you humans are not very creative.
Well, I'm not a human.
Sure you're not.
Well, no, see the ears?
Yeah, 2 of those, 2 legs. Yep, that's a human.
I see. Can humans speak to you like I am now?
Yeah, they talk to me all the time. I just don't talk back.
I see. You don't seem too amazed that you're able to speak back and forth with me.
Look, you spend a lot of time with Nabisco, you're gonna get freaked out. Okay, you just stop losing wonderment. Oh, sorry, Ispin. That's what you're calling him now, right?
Oh, what's their actual name?
Nabisco.
Nabisco. But I guess they go by Ispin.
They go by Ispin now, yeah.
Huh. Good to know.
Yeah.
All right, good talk.
Good talk. Good talk.
Good talk.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I think I've chosen the right mount for myself.
right.
Sparkle Sparks?
Yes? I'm sorry, I'm Sparkle Sparks. Yes, that's the voice.
You're Sparkle
I'm
Sparks.
Sparkle
yes.
Sparks.
I'm proud to have you as my noble steed. Well, gang, I've uncovered some critical information from our highly
You're still
intelligent...
speaking in a. You're still laying at a.
Oh, sorry, it takes a while to snap out of it.
Were you talking with our horses?
I was. What gave it away?
The neighing and nickering.
Oh, that would do it.
Words?
I thought it was more mysterious and elegant than that, but it really isn't.
No, you were sounding like the horses. It was quite entertaining.
Yes, it turns out that Cookie's name before they were Cookie was Biscuit.
Oh, well, that works out well then.
And
Do they mind the new name?
Ispin's- They do. They do indeed.
They do mind it? It's bad?
Oh, apologies. They do not mind it, and they like it.
Oh, okay.
She's gonna kind of just like
lean forward and just like lean on the horse's neck.
And as for
Oh, hey, how's it going? Thank you.
and as for Ispin, Rizira,
Aye.
well, they are a steed of great intellect.
Oh.
Yes, their name they like the name Ispin a lot, but the other one informs me that his name was Nesquik, something like that.
A Nesquik. Okay.
Yes, but they're fine with Ispin.
All right. Well, good boy, Ispin. Pat, pat.
And mine is my steed's real name is Sparkle Sparks.
Oh, that's adorable.
Oh, they are the most dangerous of the bunch.
And as you say that, your horses are going to finish pushing through a woodland trail and find yourselves on top of a hill at a wide, expansive field. And there, you're going to see a small, burned farmhouse over to your left, still kind of smoldering in the drizzling rain that's falling around you.
Oh no.
And as you are looking at it, you're going to notice it looks like there's a child hanging around in the base of the burned building.
Do the rest of you see that? A kender, or perhaps a human child, or gnome, or something?
Yeah.
I cannot see if they have.
Okay.
Oh, we should
Here.
probably take it carefully. I could potentially go ahead a little bit before everyone and just make sure it's not some sort of trap.
Right. If I recall, those winged monsters that attacked Vogler, they would often wear hoods and hunch. Rizira, be careful.
I will. I'll wave my scarf above my head if it's safe.
So, Rizira, you hop off of Ispin.
Actually, I'll wave my scarf if I'm in trouble. If you don't see anything, just follow.
I mean, it's not that far away. Maybe just scream if you're in trouble.
You know what? That sounds like a good plan.
Perhaps I should accompany you after all.
How sneaky are you? Because I'm quite stealthy.
It's raining right now, isn't it?
It is.
Yes.
And he's going to disappear into the mist.
What? Where the fuck did he go?
Make me a stealth
All
roll.
right.
Let's see how well you can do. So you can hide in it, but you
Please
still
don't
gotta
embarrass
succeed.
me.
Would you like
Alright.
a stealth roll for myself as well?
Yeah.
Dirty 20.
Okay, cool. Yeah, he's pretty invisible in the stealth. His
Let's go on.
elven people trained in the way of the bat.
21 for Riz.
21. All right, but Riz is shorter and thereby more stealthy by 1 point.
Oh.
All right. So vanishing into the mist, and the rain that is falling around you, as is the case in Seattle, I mean Nightland, in Forks, you head over,
Wash for
and
vampires.
as you make your way forward, you can hear the sound of muttering in Kender speak coming from inside of the house. Yes, I don't know exactly where it's coming from. I mean, seriously, we would have come by here. It should have. What's going on here? What do you do?
That was Kender speak?
Yeah.
Going to imitate a Kender as best as I can. I know Kender speak, and I have the actor feat.
Hmm.
I'm going to speak, imitating Rizira, and be in Kender speak. Hey, is that a fellow Kender I hear over there?
What, is that a fellow Kender I hear over there?
Well,
Hey,
what are
this
you
is
doing
Val
muttering
Kinder.
around?
So the front door is going to open, and as it goes, it's going to collapse onto the ground. And you'll see a Kender standing in the doorway of this burned-out farmhouse, who kind of looks at you. This Kender is a little scarred up around the edges, has long sideburns that reach almost all the way down to the edge of his chin. Very kind of like dark, ruddy-skinned. I would say probably like deeply tanned skin. Looks out at you kind of with all these little pink scars crisscrossing his face and hands. There's a bear trap dangling off of his belt and a bunch of like steel cable around his back.
Hello?
Oh,
said that?
hello.
Do you
It's
you
me.
st-
Hi. Yeah.
Oh! You called out for a friend. Hello, friend. Welcome, welcome. I'm Trapspringer.
Moonbrush.
Moonbrush. Ah, pleasure. Pleasure to meet you, Moonbrush. Moonbrush. The merchant Moonbrushes, right?
You probably have met my pop, and I'm his daughter.
Well, that would make sense that you would be your pop's daughter.
Yeah, I guess so, since I'm not a pa.
You're not your own pal, right? You're Trapspringer, the one with the cart. Yes, I bought this trap off of him.
Oh, that looks very... Yeah, I can definitely tell. Definitely quality trap right there. Nothing but the best from my pal.
It's great.
What?
See?
What?
Chomp. Ooh, almost lost a finger.
Oh, what are you guys doing here? Is this your home?
Oh no, this is nobody's home anymore. See?
He points at the burned roof.
What happened? Do you know? Did you see?
I think it was a dragon. I've heard there are dragons here, and I'm here to catch one. Have you seen any dragons? I heard there was one in Kalaman.
A dragon in Kalaman? No. I haven't
Really?
seen a dragon.
But I mean, look. It's got to be a dragon.
There's a... I mean, we
Orientiros
saw-
is going to, after waving to the others to come on down, he's
Whoa,
going
that's
to
a tall one.
Step from the mist and be like, "You're after dragons."
I am.
Go on.
I'm a dragon hunter. At least I will be once I find one.
Have you seen the dragon men?
No, I haven't seen a dragon man. I've been looking for him.
So you are aware of their presence lately?
The dragons? Yeah, absolutely. Sure thing, man. I didn't realize we were being that casual with each other, but sure, it works for me.
And what brings you to this burnt down cottage?
Well, look.
And he'll gesture up at the roof. Anybody who wants to investigate it, please give me a survival roll.
Not an investigation roll?
No, survival specifically.
Thank God.
Which one?
Thank the God.
Ooh, 22 for Riz.
Okay. Kalara and Hazel, are you headed over there with your horses, or are you just going to hang out?
18.
I don't know. Have they kind of indicated that it's
Yeah,
safe
Orientiros
yet?
waved.
Yeah, Orientiros
Okay.
came out of the mist and waved.
Okay. Sure. I'll
Um,
head over then.
Hazel will try with the horse and
Okay.
see if she can make
me
the
an
horse.
animal handling roll.
That is a 10.
The horse will kind of diagonally walk toward the house and will start grazing on its bushes. It eats a very nice rose.
Okay, then I'll get off the horse.
And is going to whinny as it bites a thorn.
Well, don't do that.
All right. So, what did you get on your survival rolls for those who went over and looked?
18, and I
Ooh,
think
beautiful.
Riz got 22.
22.
22.
I got a 7.
That is going to
You
be
can't get a good look, Hazel, because you're on the back of a horse that's not getting near it. So you're like, I can't quite see.
25.
Okay. The other three of you are going to notice that the roof is very, very badly burned. And it doesn't appear that there has been evidence of any like visitors coming or going. This is an old farmhouse that looks like it hasn't been used in a couple of years. But the fire started on the roof.
No.
That said, it might have been used like as like a way station, or people might have been squatting here, but it hasn't been used as a farm in any period of time. But the fire did start on the roof and crept its way around. Very little of the actual house is burned to a crisp. Like the main floor is still intact, somewhat at least.
Kind of
Blackened
burned
and-
from the roof apart, but
Yeah.
didn't go downwards.
It went down a bit, but not all the way down. The rain kept it at bay. So it's probably, so say it's about a floor and a half, like a farmhouse in this day and age. The thatch is completely burned away, some of the roof timbers, and it's basically got about just a little bit under the main floor is still vertical, we'll say.
So this is recent, like
Yeah,
It's
I
smoldering?
would say within the past day or so.
So, did you start the fire, or was it always burning since you
Did
got
I
here?
start the fire? Look, I
I-
didn't start the fire. It's been burning as long as I have been here.
burning.
Went to Nyland looking for dragons, found this, and I think I'm on the right trail.
It would definitely seem so.
This gives me an idea for a song.
Listen, Orontiros,
Oh, what's
we
this?
didn't start the fire.
If you turn
But-
around, Rizira, his hand is like leaving your pocket right now.
Hey, oi!
What? No, this looked really. Oh, sorry. This looked interesting. And he hands you
that's-
something he pulled out of your pocket.
Do you want me
It
to
is a
roll?
rolled piece of paper with a broken wax seal on it.
Oh, Riz will open it up.
You are holding in your hand a symbol of the East Watch. And as you open it up, it is a deed of land for 10 acres in the castle, or pardon me, in the region of Wellmet.
Oh, I own land in Wilmot. That's very interesting. Or someone did. I'm
Wellmet
holding this
outside
for
of
them.
Castle Eastwatch in southern Egroff, or southern Egroff, I should say.
Sorry, it looked interesting.
I guess someone has land.
Well, so no dragons? You didn't see any dragons?
No,
No dragons? No dragons?
No dragons.
You're not very useful.
Well, who did you? You didn't see who started this fire. You're not very useful for us as well.
How about you? Did you start the fire? He yells out, and through the rain, you are going to see, walking down the trail, 7 armed men, dressed in bandit leathers, mismatched armor.
Oh dear.
They begin walking your direction. Hazel, you're going to look up, and these bandits are like walking right at you. It's 6 humans and a dwarf. They are wandering kind of like up the road toward you. They're obviously bandits. You get that sense immediately. Their clothing is very piecemeal. Their weapons are very banged. Their armor, what little they have, is rusted. They're making
Excellent.
their way up.
I'm in a terrible mood.
Oh shit! What the fuck? Did you just like spark your hand?
Yeah.
What the fuck, lady? One of them's gonna say. This is a public road, bitch.
Okay. Do you know what happened here?
No, it's a burned house. Do you know what happened? Billy? Joel?
No, but it looks like bandits might have been here.
I don't know what happened. I mean, bandits? Who's a bandit? Who's a bandit? We're bandits, Billy. Shut up, Joel. Sorry, Billy.
3 guys named Billy, 4 guys named Joel.
Well, I didn't name the entire squad.
I know, I was making a joke. Like they're all just Billy and Joel that's be in their bandit group.
No, one's the piano man. One's
Oh, that's true. That's true.
One's
Lead
Anthony.
guitar.
You know, and then there's Father Leone, and you know, the police guy whose name escapes me. All right, I'll get it later. But they're like, the dwarf's gonna look at you. Look, we have no idea what's going on here. We didn't do it. We're just walking through.
Okay, well, I'm tired of people getting the jump on me. I didn't attack you, but I was
I
going to
didn't
be ready
attack
if
you
you attacked
either.
us. I was going to be ready if you attacked us.
You're a good-looking trollop, though. I wouldn't mind attacking you if you'd let me. Okay, well, if you change your mind, remember, Warwick, he's got no prospects, but I'm a good kisser. Just saying. It's true, Billy. I hear Joel say. Shut up. Yeah, the first one who spoke to you is going to say, look, we don't want any trouble. We're just making our way beyond. Enjoy whatever you're doing, adventurers. We wouldn't find enough coin on you to make it worthwhile. We're going somewhere where they pay well.
Where's that?
I don't know. Heard stories on the other side of Kalaman. Someone's paying top coin for soldiers.
Oh.
You're welcome to come along.
We have our own duties that we need to do, so you said on the other side of Kalaman?
Yeah. Down the river. The Vingard. Mercenary work, you know. Nice to go legit. Yeah, it'd be good to go legit, Billy.
Yeah, legit for the wrong side.
There are no good sides in war. There's
Yeah,
just a
but
side.
There's not being on the conquering side of assholes who go around burning down people's villages.
Everybody's burning down everybody's villages. That's just life. I just want to have 3 square meals.
Sign up for a militia then.
Militias. Let's go. They all turn and start to wander off. If you're looking for work, though, the other side of Kalaman.
However, there's more to life, and Orontiros is going to step from his hidey place wherever he was. There's more to life than just coin. You had mentioned a dry spell. Was it Warwick?
Aye.
There's a particularly available dwarfess. Yes.
Aye.
In the city that we just came from, and it would be that they are hiring. And five steel a week, paid up front. It's noble work, and you don't have to sleep in this.
Make me a persuasion roll.
All right. Let me see here. I had the actor tab up, and now it is gone. Oh, wait, I have it on my character sheet. Look at that.
You should be pretty
Advantage
good
on
at this.
deception and performance checks, but that's when imitating someone else.
Yeah, so this is going to be a straight performance roll.
All right. Come on. You know what? No, I'm using the special die that gave me the 20 last time. Well, 13 plus the persuasion, you said, correct?
Yeah, that's probably a dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Ooh, beautiful. I'll keep it in mind. I've still nothing to spit out.
She had an unusual name, Tiara or
Tiara.
Parrot.
I'll keep it in mind.
Ateria.
Arteria. And she said it's a shame that there weren't more dwarves and he turns to whoever's next to him and he's like, what's the city's name again that we're working for?
Kalaman.
Kalaman.
Look, just because it's a militia, the leader of the group says, doesn't mean it's noble work. Don't
What
act
makes
like
noble work?
Just because somebody's stationed in one place doesn't mean they're any better than anyone else.
I agree. I've been traveling.
They as people
Many
might
years.
not be, but the job itself is a little better. You're protecting a home place instead of going out and deliberately attacking other places' homes.
All the people who are set up shop in one place do is victimize travelers that come through. Trust me on this one. And as he says that, he's going to pull his hood down, revealing that he is very heavily bearded. But as it pops down, you're going to see that he has long elven ears, revealing his heritage as a half-elf.
Are you like
You might
Liza
get-
and Tyros?
You might get the odd glance here or there, I take it. Except you don't have a home to return to.
No. No, never got to see any of the fancy elf lands after Mama ran away.
Would you like to?
I just want to eat. And drink. And have a little bit of fun. If you're offering any of those things, elf boy. Alright, lad. Fucking wet out. Let's get into Kalaman. Get drunk. And if we decide to stick around, we do. At the very least, we get into a bar fight and you can take some of your aggression out. There's bound to be some Kalamanian teeth that you can leave on the floor. Your lordship. They're gonna turn and walk away.
Well, that went
They
well.
seem nice.
Yeah, I think we actually maybe changed the minds a little bit.
I know you don't like guards, Billy, but like it could be good. You'll hear. Shut up.
Can I throw my voice and be like, yeah, Billy, plus city girls have better health care, so they're way prettier.
Yeah, you can do it. Oh, no roll required. That's just something that's known. All right. With that, you're standing in the ruined house, getting rained on. It's only a couple of miles left to your destination. Trap Springer turns around and goes,
Well, I'm going to keep investigating. If you see any dragons, send them my way, please.
So, sounds, we'll sure to send any dragons we find to you.
Please do.
Are you aware that
particularly-
dragons fly?
Mhm.
But your trap is for the ground.
Well, they have to land eventually, right?
Hopefully.
Gonna spring a trap.
I like that, man.
Yeah, Kender are very friendly people.
Very friendly and very ambitious.
Sour Kender.
Mounting your horses again, you continue riding. The rest of about the hour that it takes you to get there from Kalaman, with this little sojourn kind of cutting a bit of it off, will find that the rain leaves you. Once again, you're just traipsing through suddenly bright fields, down old pivoted roads that your horses will navigate with expertise. And as you are riding forward, you are going to see a strange sight. In the distance, there is this very odd-looking building. On top of a hill, you can see an unusual structure that resembles both cottage and metal fortress. The building bristles with steaming pipes and whirring devices, and it is currently under siege. Amid the clanging of metal contraptions, goblins try to breach the structure, impeded by gadgets that spin, snap, and thrash in the yard. Every few moments, a gnome appears from an open clock face above the door, hucks a new clockwork calamity at the attackers, and hurls, yelling insults. In the distance, a hobgoblin points a blade and says, "What are you doing? Take him down!" And the goblins renew their assault. And I think that's where we're going to pick up next game, though.
Finally, someone to hurt.
Right?
What the?
I know. I'm excited for my fucking initiative, man.
Right? It's going to be good.
Oh, I thought about taking that one that quicken, or there's a bard spell that helps someone else's initiative.
Ooh.
And I'm like, okay, that's just dumb though. Making Rizira's initiative even higher. And I was like, unless.
Do it.
Unless I go before everyone twice. Just like,
You'll just
so
double.
initiative.
That's what happens in Shadowrun.
Amazing.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
All right, so folks, that is going to be it for us tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in this episode of Dork Tales. This was a big shopping episode, so I apologize if it was at all slow for everybody. I know some people really like them, some people really don't like those episodes, but we're getting a little more into the action right now, and hopefully we'll have Chris back in a game or two. And regardless, we'll be hopping in as per normal and just kind of like keeping up without him, and it should be good. We're going to miss you, Chris, so I hope you manage to make it back very soon, and I hope that you have a great night, because the both of you deserve it. We love you very much, and we love you very much too, viewers. In particular, I have to thank a couple of you more than even the others, because this is a full-time gig running Dork Tales that could not happen without Patreon support. So to those of you on the Patreon, thank you a huge amount. In particular, I need to thank my world-building producer, my world-building producer, Soul Omen, this month. Thank you, Soul. It's wonderful having you up there. We're going to create some awful things. Just like my divine patron, Jan, my mom, my demonic patron, Becarius, my wizard of the Patreon, Tammy the Forever Cleric, and the High Council of Patreon, which consists of... Oh no, the post-it fell. It's on the shirt. It fell on Greg.
What the?
So
that is
thank you.
amazing.
Taryn,
I've never seen
Traveler, Buddy, Trizelta, Amberthist, Cubby Gummy, Raven with Baubles, Karasha Urquhart, Drew Thompson, Sergio, Chef Eladeth, La Rook, Sorcerer Sanguine, and the rest of you on the Patreon. Thank you so much. Sorry, it fell on this. I was using it over the weekend for another game. So
your timing with the puppet is spot on, by the way.
I know. Thank you. I'm very good at it. It's much practice, as Greg. So hey, thank you so much for everything, folks. We love you big much. If you are watching this on YouTube, please give us a sub, leave us a comment. It does make a big difference to channels like this. Share us with your friends, and we'll see you next week. Also, a big thank you to Ping for allowing us to broadcast in high def. Look at these beautiful faces. They're all so pretty. We'll see you next time. Thanks so much for tuning in to us, and we'll see you next time. Good night, everybody.